them all away.
Hey, what's the drink of the day?
Huh?
The drink for today?
Coors Banquet?
No, the...
not the beer?
no,
The
snack time.
Yeah.
It's whatever's in the door.
Yeah, there's 6 in the door.
Pick any of them. It's all right.
I forgot the Mountain Dew
You
exclusive to Casey's. I'll bring it next
fucker,
week.
you probably already
What?
drank
You
it.
want
You're
some-
just
you want
ordering
some
another
fuck-ola
one.
cola today?
delicious.
We can try some fuck-ola cola.
You got fuck-ola?
We got fuck-ola. Fuck-ola
That'd
cola.
be a great name for a cola. Fuck-ola. It is!
We weren't lying.
We're trying that. We're doing that.
We got some fuck-ola cola today.
We don't,
How could
we
we
don't have
not?
enough cups, though.
How could we not?
What was that? Was that a fart?
Oh, we got enough cups. Girls don't count.
All right, we gotta turn that fan down just a
Oh, no, the fan's nice.
I'd love to have it up high, but the microphone's picking up.
You always put your butt towards me, bro.
Well, it's because you always like to stick your toe in it.
Oh, your Blitz game keeps going off, too.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
going off
does. It's
earlier.
making noise.
It's been off.
No, it hasn't.
No,
It's been
it-
playing a game all by itself
Well, it's
because...
been playing, but there's no noise.
Every
Yeah,
once in a
there
while, it cycles through the screen and it comes up and it's like, touchdown.
Volume 0.
Well, we've
Well,
been
now it
hearing
is.
Both of us have been hearing it.
I've been hearing
You guys are just lesbians.
Yeah. The
Bunch
chicks ain't been hearing it, but they're chicks, so they're not that
of,
smart.
bunch of homemade lesbians.
Homemade lesbians. I might be a lesbian trapped in a dude's body.
I hate it when you're scrolling on Facebook because you have something to do, and then all of a sudden you cross like a hot profile picture,
And you're like,
And then it scrolls back to the top.
and you're like,
Let me take a
and
look
then
at this real quick.
you
and then
click
you're
on
like,
that-
what was I doing?
Well, I know you click on that profile picture, you're like, oh, she's not that, because catfishing is more evident nowadays than it ever has been in our entire life.
Right.
You know how easy it is to make yourself look good online, but then you just can't ever look that caliber good in person?
Right.
It's a real fucking thing. Stop doing it.
I'll quit. I'm sorry.
Stop, Pappa J. Fucking knock it off. Knock it
What
off.
the fuck? I turned it on, and this is the picture that comes up.
What
yeah,
is it?
Yeah, you see that sexy picture? You think I look like that in person? Well, I do, but it's okay.
Well, you are bald, and you are in a double XL shirt, so you are correct.
Whoa.
We got to share this before the show starts.
Right. That's what I'm doing.
What is PH Streamers? I'm sharing it to this page that's called PH Streamers. I don't know what PH stands for.
pH balance.
Well, that's usually what you do for your pool.
pH
You get the
water.
pH levels correct.
Oh.
What?
What is
You're
this?
watching YouTube videos while I'm trying to share?
I do Facebook.
I thought you were sharing too.
Such an asshole, right? I did too.
He's like, I know how to use Facebook.
It says
and
right
he's just
here.
watching
right here.
fucking videos.
These dudes
on
are
his own.
live. Like,
He just did. Like. I did my part, right? Hey, damn, whoever that Zach guy is, he's sharing a lot. We appreciate it. Thanks, Shanks, Zach. Shanks,
there you
Zach.
go. I sent it to my cousin.
Your cousin don't even like us.
He's probably asleep.
Who's that one person that, the girl that has your last name? Laura Greenbank.
Oh, that's my sister.
I think she likes me. Because she's posted in our chat, I'm only here for Zach. You know how many people have typed that in our chat, by the way?
She's never said that.
I'm only here for Zach.
She didn't write that.
A lot of people have.
She didn't write that.
Don't make me prove it.
Yeah, you gotta prove it.
What was that voice? You got so much quieter and so much further
I had
away.
a burp coming up at the same time.
Yeah, prove it.
right. It's gonna get.
Show me the
awkward now.
metadata.
I will after the show. I'll show. Look at that picture. It's usually Pappa J with his buddy Heath Ledger leaning up against a truck in cowboy hats. That picture's on there too.
Unacceptable.
It's actually very acceptable. Show me the metadata. Sorry, making sure our live is good. Making sure everything we need to go is good before we go. All right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right? Don't you piss me off, because I'll sound like your grandmother real fucking fast. All right, let me hit this button. At least our live timer's all the way up. It's at 2 minutes. Oh, boys, look at us.
Look at us.
We're here live again
Yeah.
for the 258th time, at least, on the new iteration of the BigLipRadio
Right.
podcast.
There we
Pappa
go.
J.
Got it out
Don't
there.
forget to set the show timer when we start, because you got it over there.
Oh, shit, I got all your sound effects?
You do.
My bad. Here, let me move this over to you. We got a couple seconds.
Oh. So Greenspank just shared the.
I I know, I saw it pop up.
thing with me. Unbelievable.
It was pretty exciting. I was like, holy shit, somebody else did this? Not just me? Damn. Who would you share it to?
Me. You shared it too.
Oh, damn. Okay. Technically, you shared it. Fuck, I can't do much else. Oh, man.
It's kind of funny.
It usually is. Now, before we actually start the show, Pappa J,
Yeah.
we don't have an advert, do we? We don't have to promote the next place officially.
Not
do we?
yet. Not
All right.
yet.
Well, then we'll just.
Hold on.
I'll take care of
I'll
it.
have everything nailed down by next week.
That's fine. I just don't want to go into that if we don't got nothing. To
Right.
say.
So what you're saying is you need to start like an Instagram and just befriend everybody to get more friends.
Yeah.
And then share all of them at once. It's
I
like
mean,
you have shared it with 1,000 people.
That's called social media. That's how you do
I
it.
was gonna say, that's what we used to do. We used to do that quite a bit. I used to be all over Instagram and
Right.
Facebook. I was on it 3 times a day, just sharing
That was
shit.
back when you were famous?
Certain times a day. Well, I feel like that's back when we had the 254 viewers total every fucking Tuesday.
That was
back when
BC?
Mikey was on.
That
Because I was promoting that shit like no other.
So Zach BC before kids?
Before, no.
Before children.
Before constipation. Before children's a good one.
Before Kate.
Before Kate. There's a lot of C's in my life. There's a lot of fucking C's in my life.
I was just waiting to hear from the living room. What?
Shut the fuck. Well, she's not like that.
No.
I wish. You know what? I wish she was like that because then I could sit here and say these funny things about my wife
Right.
on
But you love
on
her.
the
We know
internet.
it.
But she's not. Weirdly enough, I almost sometimes wish for a chick that would do that so I can come on the show and vent and be all pissed off and angry like Pappa J is about his wife all the time.
What?
He comes
You're
on here.
insane.
You vent all the time. You ever listen to Lip Service?
You're setting me up.
Kimmy, do not spend $5 a month to go listen to Pappa J talk
Understand.
so much shit about you.
Understand that he knows you're listening, Kimmy, and he's trying to set me up.
The only reason why I know is because you started getting all weird and squirrely, and the only time you get weird and squirrely is when your chick's watching.
Yeah,
I
look
get
at-
weird
look at
and
this.
squirrely when you're trying
Look
to.
at he's got his
Back and
hands
forth.
all
I get weird and
together.
squirrely when you're trying to frame me for shit I didn't do.
What do you mean frame? If you didn't do it, why are you worried?
Why don't you start the fucking show?
Why are you so fucking worried about shit you didn't do?
Hey, it's all right.
That's what
I
I'm
never
asking.
did. You know how hard it is to prove something didn't happen?
Hey, we got to hurry up. 'cause
That's true.
Tracy's
Yeah.
going to call in 15.
Oh shit!
Stop!
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. His sister Tracy, the
Quit
guy.
mentioning her name!
Who? What? Tracy?
Who's that?
Or the other one?
This is the worst podcast in
We haven't even
history.
started. Chill.
Damn it.
Chill. All right, you ready to start the show?
Yeah.
Let's do it before you actually fucking
Sure.
get murdered by your family.
Here's Big Lip Radio from iHeartRadio.
This is K-Dog with Big Lip Radio, and if you think this is good, check out Lip Service at biglipradio.com/lipservice for a better show.
I be on my grind, never running, though my mind's dipping. All these fucking mannequins that tryna hit my body.
One, two, is this on?
Do not come. Do not come.
Yeah, buddy. You're listening to the Big Lip Radio podcast with your host, Pappa J, Z Money, and friends.
This wasn't part of the plan, and I never wanted to see you again. But I'm a fool for you, and those things.
Welcome to episode number 258 of the Big Lip Radio podcast. Today's date is May 30th, 2023. I'm Big Pappa J.
And I've been walking your wire, and I've been walking your wire, babe, for too long. And I'm walking your wire.
With me, your co-host, who lost complete control of everything happening in the game room, whose own son is grabbing boob right on the goddamn YouTube cam, showing everybody he's got more game than dad. Z Money.
Better with time. But your LA kisses, baby, they still blow my mind. 'Cause I'm a fool for you. And those
Listen, I'm not a fool. I know what's happening in the background here. I see it all. Caden, stop grabbing boobs. Grab your own boobs. Grab your dad's boobs. I feel like my boobs are bigger than half the boobs you're grabbing anyway.
That's true.
Jeez. Jeez, big dog. Like, everybody's watching you live. Look, now you're choking her out. Stop choking her. Your microphone's not on. Your microphone's not on purpose because you have balloons.
Okay.
You have fucking balloons strapped to the microphone, and I'm not going to turn the microphone on with balloons strapped to it. All you're going to hear is...
That's
Sorry.
true. That's
Sorry,
true.
man.
I was wondering
What he
why
said
his mic
was,
turned
"You
off.
want grandbabies, right?"
I mean, right, to be fair, I did say, hey, we should move these balloons over here. And he's like, no, they're good. I'm like, all right, it's your room. It's your room. I don't need to. It's common sense.
What was that? He said,
Common sense!
"He said you're in my room. Get out."
He did. And I said fuck off to that because it's technically a quarter of the game room still, or the studio still. So yes, ladies and gentlemen,
Holy
boys and girls, you are indeed watching us live from the Tanner Studios of Big Lip Radio. Not only is it me and Pappa J, but we have a guy who hasn't been on in I feel like 3 years.
That's right.
He hasn't been on in 3 years. Last time he was gone, so was your wife, Pappa J. Remember the live show we did?
Let's be fair. I was just on Saturday.
And he wasn't here. And where was your
Oh,
wife?
this one. Oh, shit. I thought you were talking about me because I missed
No,
last episode.
butthole. I'm talking about the boss man.
I was here last week.
You weren't here for Saturday.
You weren't here Saturday.
What?
You were barely
That's
here
not
on
the
last
regular
week.
show.
You were barely here the week before.
I was
Right.
here.
Right.
All I know
Barely
is
here
it's
right
very
now.
ironic that when you're not here, Pappa J has no accountability of his wife.
That's true.
It's the
That's true.
weirdest.
I had no idea where Kimmy was.
It's the weirdest thing ever. But I can tell you where we were. We were at Gotham City Live. But yes,
we were.
the boss man is the gentleman in question at this point in time, and we'll get further into that later. How you doing, boss man?
I'm doing better. I'm recovering.
You didn't even sound like you were sick. What do you
Oh,
mean? He's like,
Really?
He's like, I'm doing better. I'm recuperating.
You ever do that trick where you lay on your bed with your head on your back, with your head hanging over, and your phone up to your face, so now you sound like you're really sick when you call
That's
into work?
what do you mean? That's a thing?
Yeah.
People call people like that?
Yeah.
To sound sick?
Yeah.
I figure you just plug your nose, you could just sound as
But
sick as you were.
So now the people at the nest know his tricks.
Oh,
That's
that's
See,
right.
you're not supposed to out yourself.
I've been there long enough now. I just say I ain't coming in, and everybody says whatever.
You
Nobody cares.
totally outed yourself. But hey, you know what? He did show up for the live show we do, which is one of the most important shows we do
Right.
because it's fucking live and people get to see our faces.
Well, he
And
was
they're
supposed
not
to be
just like,
there. He had a challenge.
There's not just like, this is an AI boss. Or bot. This isn't an AI segment. None of that shit. It's real
Right.
people talking on real microphones in front of other real people who think we're assholes. That's literally what it is. Literally what it is. And we did one of them shows this last Saturday
Oh, we
Hey.
did.
at
Hey.
Gotham City Comics.
Well, this is live here with the studio audience.
We do have a studio audience here.
We
And their
do.
microphones shut off only because that microphone's spoken into, I would say, maybe 5 minutes out of the whole entire show. But
Right.
there is balloons because it was my son's birthday, K-Dog's birthday back there on the 25th. So we
How
had
old
this-
is he?
He's 17. 17.
Senior or junior next year?
He's going to be a senior.
Damn.
He's going to be. I'd let him talk, but his mic's not on.
I
So-
remember when he was born. I remember the day he was born.
Yeah.
I remember when you brought him over to the house so I could meet him.
You did? That was like one of the only times I came to your house.
Right.
Remember that back in those days?
Right.
Some women just be controlling, I guess. That's what it is. Just be controlling. Trolling.
He's ready for that senior discount.
He is. But hey, he's here now, and I'm happier than ever. And we talked about this on the episode you were gone on, Pappa J, before our live show
Right.
last Tuesday, that this is now half his room, essentially. The other half's the studio game room. The other
Right,
half
live
is his room.
live from Caden's bedroom. It's Big Lip Radio number 258.
Caden bedroom.
You're killing his game, man.
live from the Caden sex dungeon.
Well, we say right. We're in his dungeon right now with his dames in distress.
You're a giant cockblock to him.
Right.
Right. Your problem is.
What do you mean? Everything you saw it in the camera. He's already reaching over. There's nothing you can't see. He's live in here in the studio. You guys all see it. The couch is full of women, and there's one standing in the actual doorway waiting.
So you're saying he's an exhibitionist?
He's something. I don't know.
Apparently, well, this is a new side of K-Dog I hadn't seen before. I didn't know about the sex dungeon.
You just
until
thought
today.
he like dudes, like the sex dungeon was full of dudes.
Right.
And all of a sudden you see chicks in it. You're like, what the?
I mean, he looks like Sideshow Bob from Simpsons. So I didn't hold out a lot of hope.
That's K-Dog right there. Sideshow Bob. That's too funny. But yeah, his mic is.
I'm killing Eric.
You're killing. Oh, look, his COVID came back.
Oh man.
Yeah, so you will not hear from K-Dog, not because of his own fault, but because there's actual balloons hanging from his microphone. I don't
Right,
want to pay
making too much
attention
noise.
to when it's on or off. So if you can see him in the background, wave K-Dog, say what's up. Yeah, he's one of our favorites. He's always on the show, too. Now he will be indefinitely until he decides to move out. And even then, who knows? He might come back and do the shows every Tuesday.
He'll be doing it at least until he moves the K-Dog sex dungeon.
The K-Dog dungeon. The doggy dungeon. The K-Doggy dungeon.
Holy shit.
I mean, I wish our Saturday show was this exciting.
Right?
Oh, wait, it was.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was so fucking great. There was so much that we had to get through on that show. And we usually do our live shows for about an hour. Gotham City Comics, 151 North Country Club Drive, Mesa, Arizona.
Right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You were right.
That's just the one time I had to look at the address. I remembered it. So, yeah, check them out. Get down there, buy all your cool stuff. Pappa J, why don't you hand me that can up to your right? While we were doing our live show, Pappa J at Gotham City Comics went and bought this 100-pack of Pokemon cards.
I did.
And I ended up buying 2, but I gave them to my children. But
is it good?
This 100-pack of Pokemon, it's a couple $20 cards in there.
You knew what you were going to get.
Yeah, like we know when it comes to those because it's a
hollow foil.
It's a personally wrapped pack, which means they opened probably 3 or 4 different actual packs that were sealed and took some of the cards from those packs and put them into this one big ultra pack deck, right? Maybe it's 6 or 7 packs because there's about 10 cards in each, 10 to 15 cards in each, I feel.
It's 88 commons and 12 hollow foil and rare cards is how the breakdown is. And it's $12, man. Why wouldn't you run down to Gotham City right now and clean them out?
Right. Even if those cards are worth 25 to 50 cents each, you made your money back.
Right.
You made your money back because there's 100 of them in there.
Right.
So we picked those up. But also one thing that I picked up from there that I want to open up with you guys because it's so freaking fun to do are these. We've all heard of Funko, right?
Right.
Funko Pop.
Right.
Pop vinyls. Pop vinyls. They've come out with this newer edition of these type of Funko Pop vinyls. Now they're not in a box.
Right.
And they're much like Pokemon card aspects of this because you have a Funko soda can. And I'm holding it up to the camera right now. It's no shit a sealed soda can where the top kind of comes off and you pull the action figure out who's encased in black, not transparent. What's
black a plastic bag.
Black matte bags.
Right.
Where you can't see in it. You don't know what's there. But the cool thing about these little soda cans is it comes with all kinds of action figures.
And there'll be chase variants.
They'll be called chase variants, yes, and those are the secret rare ones that you can only get if you're just the luckiest person in the entire world. And apparently, this one I'm holding, Ashy from Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack, right.
She's one of the characters in the Samurai Jack cartoon that you used to watch back in the early 2000s.
Remember the Clone Wars series, the Micro series that they
used to
made
play
from
on
the same creators?
Adult Swim and Cartoon Network and all that crazy stuff.
Good stuff.
The cool thing about this one from Ashi is that there's only 12,500 of these made. So there's no more after the 12,500, and you just have to find the chasers in them. And hopefully this is one. Let's open this up right now because I want to see if this is a chaser. You're watching me live. Open the can. I'm pulling the cellophane wrapper off. You know the pack of cigarettes, how they have that wax wrapper on the outside?
Oh, man, I miss smoking.
Oh, I miss the smell of those wrappers. Those little wax
kids,
cellophane
I want
wrappers.
you to know something, man.
Yeah.
Smoking's been getting a bad rap lately, but really, smoking's cool.
What?
Well, I want to bring smoking back.
What? Dude, the fuck are you?
Vaping's so lame.
Well, vaping is lame.
Yeah, we got to bring smoking back.
I feel like if you're going to pick one or the other, it'd be smoking cigarettes. Vaping is way more money because you have to buy the rig to vape if you're going to be one of them types of vapors.
Right.
You got to do more work, which I guess if you have to roll your own cigarettes, you got to do work, but that takes all of 2 seconds if you know how to roll your own cigarette. But when you sit there and have to replace the cotton on your vape, fucking, what do they call those things? Guns?
I have no
those
idea.
Goddamn little hand grenade things they hold that has a trigger. And you can hear the sound it makes because it's chopping up all the
would know
liquid.
the answer to that.
I don't think Caden vapes.
He's got a couple of them.
It's a what?
What's that, K-Dog?
Oh, it's a box mod? That
mod.
sounds familiar.
Look at that, huh?
That sounds familiar. Don't you fucking vape, boy.
Hey, how much less cool would John McClane have been in Die Hard if he was
all of a sudden
vaping?
he's like, and then blew out a fucking...
If he was blowing rings, I would have been sick,
Oh,
man.
water cloud.
Just the thickest clouds ever. You wouldn't be able to see him inside of those
thickest, milkiest
the air
cloud.
ducts, right? No way. That'd be fucking lame. He was cool because
If
he
he
lit
walked
up
into the Warlock's lair and
he lit
was,
up a cigarette
he was vaping.
and showed pain in the same frame.
Right.
And that's because he was stepping on glass barefoot. And when you have a vape, you have to hold that motherfucker. You can't just shove it in your mouth
Right,
and then
right,
put
right.
your sock on after you stepped on all the glass in the world. It can't. Anyways, we could go down the rabbit hole forever.
Oh,
Back to
yeah.
this Funko
Samurai
soda.
Jack
Let's
Funko
open
Pop.
this thing up. Without further ado, I'm going to show you what's inside of here. I've opened the lid now.
Looks like a soda can. Now there's a black garbage bag with something inside it. Is it a Chase figure or is it
I
the
don't know.
figure on the front?
This is a black bag. Darkfire Blacken in the chat says, replacing coils is easier than cotton. I don't got to replace nothing on a regular fucking cigarette.
Yeah, you just got to buy a
You
new
just
pick
smoke
every
it,
once
throw
in
it
a
away.
while.
Smoke it, throw it away.
Right.
Smoke it, throw it away. You get another one. So let's go ahead. Could somebody shut... Hey, shut up, dogs. Fuck. I was going to say executive producers, but they ain't acting like that today.
No,
They're
they
acting like
ain't.
fucking animals.
He wants that pizza out there.
Oh, this one's open, dude.
Uh-oh.
You didn't see me pull anything open, did you?
Wait. Is this resealed?
Oh, dude, if this is resealed, I'm going to be pissed. I don't think Gotham City's all about that.
No, that'd be somebody in the some customer.
Oh, look at that. Whoever sold it to him, probably, maybe.
Right.
Oh, look at that. That's what it looks like. It's a nice heavy-duty vinyl. It's even heavier duty than the pop vinyl figures.
Oh, it's definitely heavy-duty rubber, and it's that'll go along with our zombie Iron Man and Peter Venkman figures.
Yeah, that we pulled on this show beforehand. No, there is no, I would say, variant. The Chase figure is what you're looking for because it's a different classic variant. But I do have this little pog that came in there, and on this little pog, it says 1 out of 10,500.
What?
You see it? I'm not
It
lying.
does.
It literally says 1 out of 10,500.
But the can says 1 out of 12,500.
I don't know what this means. It's so new to me still. The fact that they put pogs in here kind of blows my fucking mind. That there is pogs, right? Those are back from the...
I never even noticed my Peter Venkman's got a pog in it. Same thing, 1 of 10,500.
We said that
So in other words, about 3/4 of them they throw a pog in there too, so you'll get a special little gift.
Yeah, that's cool. Does the Iron Man one have it in there?
I don't know. Let's
pretty
check
sure
it
it
out.
The Iron Man one, I wonder if it does at the bottom. I wonder if that says 1.
It does.
Or if it's just a gimmick.
It doesn't say 1 of anything. It's just a really cool picture
that's
of
weird.
Tony
What if we got
Stark
one
as
of
a zombie?
What if we got the first of all these ones, and the other, 2,000-3,000 that it's missing are the Chase figures? You know what I mean?
Right.
And we just happen to get number 1 for real.
Where do you think these are made?
It says Darkfire Black, and in the chat says, "Damn, Ashy, that's big sad. Jack got married, and Ashy just disappears." It's part of the cartoon. Go watch it out, Samurai Jack.
Leave it
on
to
the
him to
Cartoon
know the
Network.
storyline of Samurai Jack.
Right, but there is a storyline we need
dude,
to
you didn't open up the bottom.
we
Look
need
what's
to
in here.
keep up on, my friend, and it's one that's very troubling. It's one that caught a lot of us off guard,
Right.
but we shouldn't have been caught off guard by it at all. We shouldn't have had any sort of thought to it, but we did. I think that's what's confusing us because of the person it came from. Let's go ahead, and I want to play a clip. Holy shit! All these.
You got a lot of clips. Did you lose it? Did you lose the clips?
Well, something happened to my soundboard where all the gaps that I usually put in here just kind of disappeared. So now it's hard for me to find. Everything is muffed up. But Pappa J, go ahead and explain while I look for this your favorite event of the live event. What happened?
My favorite moment of the live event was, of course, when I opened up my new Pokemon cards, which the old lady doesn't know until right now that I had bought. So.
Oh, she doesn't.
Right.
Sorry, that's me. That's me.
you. But I see your kids have brought in their holofoil and special cards.
Oh, they
from
brought them
their
in
packs. That is correct. Wow, these.
for you? Which ones did they get? Anything good?
Karina's Focus, Rapid Strike, Shift Tree, Electra Buzz.
Oh man! And these came from that same $100 or 100 Pokemon card pack that not the one you bought, but 2 others that I had bought like it. So I spent $24 and got $200 in Pokemon cards.
Right.
But that's not what's disturbing to us, my friend.
Oh, what is disturbing?
Let's go ahead and play this clip,
Uh-oh.
and I'll let you guys decide. You ready?
Yeah.
As you may have heard it at the top of the show, he's currently at the Mayo Clinic.
Oh, no.
This is from last Tuesday, by the way. Taking a plane ride to Minnesota to see his, family. Not his sister. He wanted me to make sure to mention not his sister. And he definitely wanted to see Tanner because, BigLipRadio, Tanner Suiter's Bigger Radio. So he said a couple other people. I just kind of ignored him at that point. But anyways, it's been reported that his plane has crashed. Pappa J, your plane crashed.
Right.
Nobody looks sad at all. We also.
You guys were so cruel last
What's
week.
wrong? What would you claim first? Is the question.
What would I claim first?
What would you claim first of Pappa J's?
My wife.
Without even of course you
That's what we
would.
fucking said. As soon as Pappa J dies, he's going after his wife.
What the fuck was that, dude? As you may have heard. Now, Boss Man.
Unbelievable.
Boss Man, you weren't here at the live show to rebuttal and explain what
Oh.
you meant and defend yourself, because now all we think is that not only are you trying to go after my wife by buying her lingerie, you're trying to actively poison Pappa J. Every day, every Tuesday you see him, you're putting something in his drinks. I've seen it, and you're trying to get him to roll out. And now we know why. That's because you want to claim his wife.
Oh, I could have used her this last week. She cooks.
Well, excuse
and
me?
I was starving.
You could have used her what?
I could have used her this last week. I was sick, and I was starving. Man, I heard she cooks really good, so that would have been great.
There are many things that woman does well.
But not cooking.
There are some things she does wonderfully. I'm not sure cooking is going to elevate into that. But
So-
She can get pizza, right?
but
What do you mean? He knows all this already. He's probably spent time with her.
she
when I did.
makes pork chops and rice like you wouldn't believe, which is my very favorite dish, and she's excellent at it. So I don't know where that comes from right out of the dark, but thank God for that.
What I don't understand is that probably 45 minutes before our live show started last Saturday. Now,
Right.
what the boss man had just said, the clip that we just played, he said last Tuesday. So fast forward a couple days.
So Tuesday
this
he
Saturday.
just swore that he's waiting for me to die so he can have my wife.
Yes.
You dead yet?
As soon as
Has the prophecy come through on the?
well, here's
back
I don't
of
think
that?
you,
Oh, not yet.
I don't think you need to fucking die, Pappa J. I don't think you need to die. I think the deed's already been fucking done, because when we're at Gotham City Comics, I get a call from the boss man 45 minutes before the show is going to start. He's like,
Oh my god, I don't feel so good. Do you hear my stuffy nose?
and meanwhile,
I think I sounded better than that.
I
sounded like I had a bunch
picture
of cigarettes.
when he sounds like that, I picture his face stuffed between your chick's breasts. Right? It would also
I don't know, man.
That is a disturbing image.
right? His face stuck between your chick's
wait,
breasts.
you mean
Right.
like this?
Oh, he's got pictures. The ironic factor in this is that he happened to not show up when you were at the live event, which means your chick was left vulnerable by herself.
Damn.
So alone.
Or was it a plan? Because she
Or
could have come,
She could have, and she did want to, right?
right?
She told you no.
Yeah.
Now we fucking know why, because the boss man called us and said, hey, I'm not going to be there because I'm reeling out Pappa J's chick.
You banging my old lady, bro? Hey, there's a pause.
He does
There's
this
an uncomfortable
when it comes
pause.
to all of our women. He does this, and I don't get it because no other friends that I have, no other family that I have, go. Hey, you guys doing your own podcast over there or what? Jesus Christ! We'll do that out there because I can hear nothing except for
Right.
and that in the microphones. So please, for the love of God, if you guys don't want to be in here, you don't have to be in here. Just go out there.
Right.
Fuck it. It's not a punishment to be in here. Come on. But either way, Pappa J,
Yes.
what do you think actually happened? Is there anything in your mind that makes you think 1 second that this gentleman is trying to lay pipe on your chick?
Now this is my thought. Knowing the creep that Eric is, I'm gonna imagine that he knew I was gone, knew she was home, so he was gonna hop in his car and sit outside our gate on the off chance.
You think he did that?
Yeah, he's just hiding in the bushes.
He's just waiting.
Yeah.
He hasn't built up enough courage to actually go in and
No.
do anything. He's
No.
just trying to feel out the water, see how much he can get away with until he gets caught, and he'd be like, I didn't do nothing.
Right. I was just standing here
Taking
at the
it
gate.
one step at a time.
Right.
One baby step.
Right. Next move will be to start peering in the windows.
And the weird thing about these types of segments is where we're like calling people out, asking them what they feel and what they think, and how can they, how are they going to describe or set us straight, right?
Right.
When it comes to this gentleman and our wives, he never does.
Nope. He never denies.
He gets quiet and he starts giving me these looks like
Well-
he belongs like Cindy Lou Who on the Who's from The Grinch.
right.
He looks like her dad. Boss man, you look like Cindy Lou Who's dad.
Yeah.
I
If
remember
he
who that
if he was
character
tied to a chair and force fed for 6 months.
No, with a light shining in his face, tied to a chair still, saying, "What the fuck you doing with our wives?" He's just got that innocent look with his. He's got a large gap between his top lip and the bottom of his nose, and he's just like fucking playing it off like he's the most sweetest innocent dude here, and not saying nothing, getting away with murder.
Are there any single? He nods. He's not saying anything.
He doesn't fucking ever.
He's playing Nintendo chess on your NES over here.
He's making moves to try to piss you off and get you distracted. By the way, he did this a couple shows ago. We went through this.
It's working, right?
And he's and then he's just like nodding in agreement to everything you're saying. Late, have you ever been attracted to a single woman?
Yeah.
I don't fucking believe it. I don't believe it. Do we know any of these women that you've been attracted to? You don't have to say their name, but
You remember the Psycho? Yeah.
Which one? She's not around anymore.
She isn't.
Is there any?
I was trying to remember her name too.
But you were
Was it
married.
that
The
one
one
when
everybody thought was gonna kill me. That one.
But you were married to that.
No, I wasn't married to her.
No, this is the one. Like 2 chicks after the marriage, you were still working at the Nest.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's another chick
and
that
she was
worked
like,
at this?
she was like,
She was psycho.
she was psycho, and she was like way hotter than you'd expect Late to actually land.
Because she's looking for vulnerability. She's like, who can I control?
Who can I control?
And you came with flowers.
Hey, it worked.
Not
Right.
sperm, you came with flowers.
The psycho ones are always fun.
Excuse me?
Crazy in the head,
I was gonna
crazy
say,
in the bed.
you know that.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's her name? Tracy? Oh, that's his sister.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's what he did.
This show took a turn.
Look at his face.
Is it over yet?
Yeah, your sister is an asshole. Wink, wink.
Oh my God. Oh my God, we've lost all control.
Wait, this was supposed to be about putting Eric in the corner. I feel like
Right,
in
why
the
are you fucking with
in the
me?
last 0.5 seconds we put you in the fucking corner.
Right.
They got you on the mat.
Oh my God.
Like he's so nervous, he's going back to fidgeting and fiddling, and it's all right. But this is all about you, boss man. Trying to
Yeah,
bang
it's about the boss
He
man.
thought he had me, but nope.
Stop
Fucker.
banging our
What an
wives,
asshole.
bro.
Yeah.
Quit
banging
it.
my old lady.
Quit it.
All right.
Quit not showing up to important events that we're showing up with you knowing our wives are at home vulnerable. Stop that
All
shit.
right, I'll give you guys a month off. It's all right.
Stop buying our chicks lingerie and flowers and stop thinking of our chicks, period.
Yeah.
Our chicks don't want nothing.
And quit giving his son condoms.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
We found him in the
I'm
couch,
getting your
by the
wife
way.
drunk.
What'd you say? You beat my wife drunk?
He said he got your wife drunk.
Well, how? You gave her one of those? She hasn't had
Oh,
alcohol in
shit.
a while.
She hasn't had alcohol since yesterday, bro.
No, I feel like months while. Maybe
Really?
maybe weeks, but months for sure. Maybe weeks, maybe weeks.
Well, I got sick and tired of flipping that coin to see who's going to drunk drive
Eric,
the
stop
kids
banging
around.
our chicks, bro. Stop banging our chicks. And not only is that the only piece of audio that I was supposed to produce for you, Pappa J,
Right.
but there's much more audio. Eric,
More?
stop banging our fucking wives, all right? Goddamn.
He's not agreeing to those conditions.
He's like, fuck you. I'll bang whoever I want. I'll pull one out. I won't even pull out. Fuck it. Fuck it. Like all the children that just pulled out of here.
Right.
Nope, I'm staying in.
Right.
I'm getting more.
Oh, great. You lost the audience.
Well, thank God, because now I can actually say what I want to fucking say. God, fucking kids suck.
What do they do?
They don't physically suck. They
That's
metaphorically
why I
suck.
never had any of my own.
Yeah, I love kids, but they fucking suck sometimes, man. They suck. And they're like, Dad, can we be included on the podcast? Dad, can we come over and sit in? Yes, just if you have something to say it in the microphone. If the mic's not on, just laugh.
Right.
And then they're over here fucking sucking helium out of balloons. And
Right,
making
doing their own
sound.
show back there.
And meanwhile, the fucking balloons are on the micro. Sorry. Again, there's so much shit going on. It's hard to keep track and stay focused. Pappa
Right.
J.
Now we can focus.
Pappa J.
Yes.
How do you feel before we decide to move on about the boss man being absent the same time your chick is? And he's done it multiple times, and my chick's been absent.
It's
Remember
very,
IZW events?
right?
He's done the same shit.
It's very suspicious, and I wouldn't put anything past him. I think his picture should be printed and circulated on every lamppost in the neighborhood.
Does he have to register as a sex offender?
Right?
I'm asking you a question. Does he have to?
Well, I don't know.
He's like RDM.
He's like,
RDM.
RDM.
MesaPD.gov.
Well, I'm not accusing him of the big R word.
Rape.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, there's so many R words we can't say. Rape, you could say.
Well,
You
we're
could say
not-
rape. You can't say the other R words.
Well, retard?
Oh, my God.
No, we're not accusing the retard of rape. No, what we're doing,
You can use both R's in the same sentence.
Right, one double negative equals a positive.
Well, to be fair, at least we know he doesn't leave it in residuals. Because then when we go to our chicks and decide to have those intimate moments, I don't get any sense or feeling of Eric's been
Oh
there.
my god!
Like at all. Residuals is the other R word.
Right. And,
Rape and residuals.
oh my god, where is this going? No, I think his picture should be distributed in the neighborhood so husbands will know to be on the lookout for him.
Not for kids.
Nope.
For all the single ladies,
Oh, the single ladies.
the
single ladies.
I wish that mattered to you.
put your hands up.
The single ladies don't matter to you. That's what we're figuring out. You
Yeah.
only care about the chicks that are married.
Right.
You want something you can't necessarily have, but you can have if you just go take it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's nothing keeping you from taking it. Like, you can have. What are you taking my child's drawer for? Those are my kids' clothes drawer. Oh, that's your cooler. That you got
I
right
just
there.
pulled the beer
Oh
out.
damn! I thought you were about to pull out a phallus, a double-sided phallus. You know what I mean? I like the dark kind too.
Does anybody drink normal beer anymore?
I do. I got Coors Banquet. Man.
Okay, there you go.
No,
bet
nobody
drinking
drinks
one.
that Bud Light like you used to.
I
That's
never
true.
drank Bud
But the
Light.
normal beer went out the window as soon as I heard Dylan Mulvaney or whatever the fuck that name is.
You know what? About this weekend,
Oh god.
Kevin said something, and I won't say what.
He's our
and two
favorite.
people immediately walked out of his store,
I saw that when it happened.
and
The Gotham City comic store.
right, and I said, "Oh shit, Kevin, you think you offended them?" And he says, "You think I give a shit?" He goes, "What's that going to be? What, one more Yelp review? Who gives a shit about Yelp?" He said. I felt so close to Kevin at that moment in my life.
And then he immediately follows up and says, "Hey, do you guys got a Yelp account? Could you go leave me a good review?"
Right.
So,
He did.
he did. He
He
asked.
did.
him.
You use Yelp? Yeah.
Yeah, I downloaded it
should
for
do
him and
that.
everything, left him a good review. I get
I
it.
should
I
do
get
that.
it. I get it. But hey, it doesn't matter what you believe in or say. It should never matter what you fucking say to somebody.
Right.
Whatever happened to Sticks and Stones? I feel like we
Right.
could have a whole podcast about just the softness of America now. We've already talked about how hard men create soft times and soft times create soft men,
Right.
which soft men create hard times, which
Creates hard men.
hard men, man, and we're in these fucking soft times. There hasn't been conflict or battle since 2001, my friend. I mean, we went over to Afghanistan and did all that, but that's behind the scenes.
Here's where we are. You cannot publicly claim that men can't be women, but you can publicly endorse communism. Where the fuck have we gone?
I know. It's like
it
a
doesn't
whole.
make sense.
It's when the Hadron Collider, they started that bitch up again. Remember, it's been rumored that they pulled us into a different dimension. You know what I mean? There's
Oh,
like
you
a
think?
there's like a whole there's time travel, and when people think of time travel, they think of traveling between the 1800s and the fucking
Right.
19 or in the future. No, you're traveling along the timeline of a different event, a multiverse type of scenario where there's right now in this point in time there's so many multiverses of people doing the same thing just in a different context or with different words or with maybe not different people but us still.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's what's that word I'm looking for where there's dimensions.
Yeah.
Dimension travel.
multiverse.
Time travel is really dimension travel. You're just seeing what you're doing in a different type of layer of Photoshop, right?
Well,
You're
I
just
don't
seeing
know.
what's next.
It's just crazy times. Times I thought I would never see in this country.
Right?
The Bible's called hate speak, and
Everything is so ass fucking backwards.
right,
I don't understand it.
right, drives me insane. I don't know what's happening.
When's the last time you and your family been to church?
Well, I mean, I do Bible study. Every
When's the last time?
Wednesday.
That's not what I asked. When's the last time you and your family went to church?
I don't really do church.
That's
the-
not. We're not. I'm not getting ready to pile on. I'm making a point.
Opie, the wife and kids go every Sunday,
Oh yeah.
but I worship on Wednesday.
Gotcha.
I mean, the Bible doesn't say you got to go to church on Sunday. The Bible says you have to worship.
Just worship, man. You
Right.
don't have to be in an actual place to worship.
Right.
Worship.
The Bible
You can
doesn't
worship
say
anywhere.
worship.
You can
Worship
anywhere.
in church.
But
on
I feel like
Sunday.
that's part of what's going on with this world. Not necessarily that's the only problem. Parents need to take responsibility and raise their fucking children like their parents raised them.
right.
I know their parents weren't like they are. And the problem is half the time we're like, ugh, I had to go through that, so I don't want my children to have to go through that.
Right.
That's the worst thing you could ever
Right.
fucking say.
Right.
And if you don't understand why, don't have children or be a parent. The reason why that's the worst thing is because you're robbing the kids of experience.
Right.
I went through a hard life, and that made me who I am today. Am I
Right.
the best motherfucker ever? No, but for me and my own personal thoughts and memories and and critiques, I think I'm doing pretty damn fucking good
Right.
based off where my parents came from.
Right.
And they weren't like, hey, we're going to take this away from you. They're like, hey, you're going to go through the same life I did so you can become the better version of me. And I'm just going to tell you along the way, hey, I fell into that same trap, but this is what I did to help me out. And you can do that sooner. So you
Right.
can experience more things.
Right.
The number one thing I always hate when I hear parents say, oh, I had to go through this. I don't want my children to. Well, good for you. You're robbing your fucking children.
Right,
And you're
I
making them
agree.
soft and stupid. Let them ride around on the bicycle without a fucking helmet. One thing we talk about at work, and I bring this up quite a bit, I was like, when's the last time your kid fell off their bike?
Right.
And they're like, my kids don't have bikes. Well, that's part of the whole thing I'm fucking talking about.
Let them establish a relationship with danger and understand risk assessment.
Let them go climb a tree and fucking fall out.
Right.
Let them climb one of these brick walls you see here in Arizona dividing the yards and fall off that bitch.
Right.
Right. There's plenty of ways kids can grow up, and I feel like pain is a way that they're not being offered as much as we had pain. Pain
Right.
emotionally and physically is what makes you grow.
That's
it makes
true.
you grow. It makes you learn. If you're not making mistakes or fucking up, you're not learning.
Right.
Somebody's doing it for you. That's the problem. Someone else is doing it for you, and you're just going to be screwed in life. You're going to be screwed in life, much like Pappa J was screwed when he said when he said this.
Lots
Yes.
of dolls.
Whatever. We know you like dolls. You literally told us many of times before. You have a pod storage full of dolls. And you used to play. You told us a story. You used to play with your sister dolls. And you used to pull down their pants and like lick the butt cheeks and everything.
No.
You did.
No.
That's what you told us.
That would you find the tape.
What do you mean find the tape?
Dig it up because it
You-
never happened.
Why would you lie?
That would never happen.
You're. Whatever.
Used to lick the butt cheeks of
He
dolls.
did.
I ain't
'Cause
lying
he's trying
now.
to he's trying to
One
feel it was
line
like
then.
being with like a real woman, but like a doll, like a real doll woman.
Right. Well, real women smell worse.
Anyways,
than
can we
that
catch
doll.
you at Gotham City Comics licking
Right.
some doll
Oh,
bites?
yeah, buy the
you
polar running around the house. Hey, first person to buy $100 worth of stuff on Saturday, I'll lick a doll's butt.
Are you shitting me? I'll pull that fucking tape up every day.
We'll do it.
Okay, so May 27th, get yourself down to Gotham City Comics. Watch us do a podcast live show. There'll be prizes. And if you buy $100, is that everybody or just the first
The
person?
first, you know what?
Everybody? Say it.
No. Anybody who buys $100 worth of merch from Kevin will get their name in a hat, and then we'll pull out the name.
What?
And
You'll lick their butt cheeks.
and I'll lick their butt cheeks.
Okay, now that was a clip
No.
from episode 252. You imagine that? Episode 252, we're on 258, where you
Right.
first came up with that bet of licking a doll's ass.
6
Pappa
weeks
J.
ago.
You licked a doll's ass, and you were supposed to lick a human's ass. You said it yourself.
That was
The
a joke.
dude that we pulled the name out of the hat, that's the dude you're supposed to lick the ass of, not
And
at all.
thank God the 27th is over.
Right, it's over. Oh, so you're saying you can't relive that bet?
Can't do it now.
All right, it's already passed. Well, what's
Passed.
that word? When it's been too much time on a bill and a law, and you gotta
Oh,
pass it?
yeah, statute of
Yep,
limitations.
statute of limitations. Okay, I can agree with that. But
Right.
you, nonetheless, there was 8 people who, within an hour, who spent $100.
Right.
Who spent $100 at Gotham City Comics during our live show. And the whole part of that, if you didn't catch that clip from episode 252, is that if you spend $100, your name's going to be put into a hat.
Right.
And then if your name is drawn, you were supposed to have purchased a doll.
Right.
We didn't hear that part. That was later
Action
on.
figure.
That was puke. A doll.
What the fuck was that?
I said doll and I came up with some phlegm.
Good Lord. Are you all right?
There was literally phlegm from the beer.
Oh, my
I
God.
threw up a little bit in my mouth and it was all foamy. And I tried to talk through it and it just didn't work.
Oh, no. I cannot believe I just witnessed that.
Normally things don't gross you out, but you looked very disgusted when you heard that. You're like, what the fuck was that?
I can't believe that just happened.
It's almost worse than licking your doll's ass, what you guys just happened to hear there. But I got to witness it firsthand, Pappa J. We pulled out a name. I already forgot the fucking name, but I appreciated the dude wasn't there. He didn't have a doll, but I came prepared.
Right.
I came prepared. I had not my doll. I had my daughter's doll, all nice and pretty looking for you.
Now rip the head off that fucking thing.
If you guys want to go find out what actually happened and how it went down, go to all of our social media. Actually, I lied. You know what? I'm taking it off of everywhere besides YouTube and Discord. Go to our YouTube, subscribe our YouTube, please. Check out the video. It's on the very front page, the top video of Pappa J having to go through the pain of licking a doll's ass because 8 people spent $100 in that fucking store in an hour.
Right.
If we're not worth anything, I don't know what the fuck people are saying.
Right.
Also,
Yeah.
it'll be posted in our Discord. If you don't
Right.
want to go like and subscribe to our YouTube and you're not a YouTube guy and you're just a chat-based medium kind of guy, go to our Discord. You can find the link to get into our Discord on all of our social media posts, including YouTube posts, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, TikTok posts, wherever. The link's there. Go get into our Discord and you can watch the video right from our fucking Discord of Pappa J licking this Barbie doll's ass, my friend. It is one of my favorite things ever. And it's so slimy. Why?
I don't know.
Dude,
Why
it
was
looks wet.
it so fucking juicy? And when I say juicy, you might be thinking your lips. No, when I bent that plastic doll over to inspect where you kissed or licked, it was the juiciest. There was like a
The
glob
segment's running
of
on, isn't it?
fucking spit. No.
Oh, that's because, ladies, I'm juicy. I don't know what to tell you.
What do you mean the segment's? We're not really 43 minutes in. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, we are. We're
No,
48 minutes in.
This started before we even started the show, by the way.
I started this when you started the intro.
How the hell is that possible? Because I started this when we were doing our fucking live dick around talk. So there's no way we're 48 minutes in. I can tell
You'll
you
see.
that.
You'll see.
No, you always do this. This is the problem with having a Pappa J on your fucking show. You know what I always say? Get yourself a Mike the neighbor. Don't get yourself a Pappa J, the uncle.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are 38 minutes in, to be fair.
Before we move on, do you regret it?
Being part of Big Lip Radio, yeah.
I was going to say, look in the doll's ass.
Offering the wife up to late, yeah. I should have never
Well, you
done
didn't
that.
offer her. He claimed her.
That's true. He did.
There's no offer.
I didn't kill him, though.
Overall, I feel like it was
He looked at me.
it was a good time. It was a great
It was
time.
a great time.
We
You
always
missed
have
out.
fun.
If you weren't there, you missed out.
Make sure you guys get down to the next one, which will be in a couple months. We're getting the details ironed out before we announce
August,
it to you
it'll
guys.
be at the end of August.
Yes, but make sure you
And,
guys
we'll iron out the details between now and next week.
get yourself down there to Gotham City Comics. In the meantime, buy some stuff. And with that being said, I'm getting fucking hungry. So let's go
Yeah,
ahead
snack time.
and cut to commercial break. And when we come back, we'll be doing a little bit of snack time, baby.
Oh man, I'm hungry. You got any snacks?
What do you mean, snacks?
You know, snacks. Like the Planet Gummies from Trolley? Or the Crunchy Bacon Cheetos? How about the pulled pork Lay's chips with mustard?
What? Where the fuck do you get those?
Glad you asked. It's called Pops Exotic. First thing you can do is go to popsexotic.com to see all the other snacks they have. Then go to all their social media at Pops Exotic to see all the cool and different snacks they have to offer.
How do we get there?
You heard of Uber?
Oh, shit.
You are listening to Arizona's favorite professional wrestler, Mr. Classic, and you are listening to Big Lip Radio.
Snack time.
Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Wouldn't it be great if you guys had a producer that could actually get bacon pancakes set up for the show?
I know, right?
We've been waiting.
We need a producer.
I mean, I feel like I promised it to you guys last Christmas.
Yeah, you did.
This last Christmas, I was like,
Yep.
we're going to have some bacon pancakes. I'm bringing my skillet in, and none of that ever happened.
Never did.
I don't know how that's going to happen if I'm the one producing the show as well as cooking. I don't get it. I do not get it, but what I do know is that on snack time, we like to try 4 different snacks.
We're red.
Rate them on a
right.
scale of 1 to 5 and tell you why.
Right.
Dude, we got a lot of snacks up there.
Well, we do, but I feel like they keep disappearing. I think I have some thieves in this room, a.k.a. my daughters. And not that one. He knows how important they are. The one in the background. Because the snack shelf has, I feel like, gotten a lot emptier without us doing snacks. I remember we had cowtails up there. I don't think we tried the Oreo cowtails, did we?
Nope.
They're not
No.
up there. I remember we had Oreo and Reese's peanut butter
Oreos.
Cadbury eggs.
Right.
I remember a lot of those things were up there, and they're not up there right now. Oh.
So, Caden's dropping a dime on Paige.
On his sister. I was just say, I feel like I see her grab things. I just don't think twice about it at the time because I'm busy, and I'm like, whatever. So if you're watching me live, you saw me stand up. We have a snack shelf up to my left where it contains all kinds of different snacks. We're going to try 3 of these solid snacks up here, boys, and then one of the liquids. First things first, let's grab the one the boss man just brought today.
Ooh, all right.
Now, at the live event, Pappa J, we tried the Lay's Cuban, right? Cuban sandwich Lay's.
Right. Out in the parking lot.
Yes, we'll try them again here and give you our actual review, but to add on to that, the reason why I bring that up because this would be perfect to have those Cuban sandwich Lay's right here.
Right.
These are in my hand. The boss man picked up our Lay's BLT sandwich limited time flavor chips.
Wow, American.
Smoky, zesty, and crispy. Who brought the mustard and ketchup chips last time?
That was me.
Did we try those with you here?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because I thought we tried them on the episode you weren't here.
Nope.
I was like,
nope.
oh, that's fucked up. I try to the snacks people bring here because it's not just me buying them, which I appreciate. That's a lot of fucking money. But the snacks people do buy, I try to try them when they're here.
Kimmy's always on the lookout. She's like, have you guys had these yet? And she's always buying snacks.
That's my favorite is when that snack shelf is just stashed full of snacks.
Right.
Because I know we're going to be set. But the downfall to that is that we have so many. Which ones do we try first? The most relevant or the oldest ones we have?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you want to be relevant, but shit, there's so many snacks that come out. Let's go ahead and open up these BLT sandwich Lay's.
Right. I'm excited about this.
Uh-oh.
What do they smell like?
It's trying to smell like bacon. When I say try, you'll understand. It's like the burnt toast, but not as burnt with a bacon smell. Oh my goodness. Huh. I'm gonna turn your mic on, kiddo.
Yeah, K-Dog, your mic's going on, whether you like it or not, fuckhead.
I could move the balloon.
What?
It smells like a BLT.
Oh, that's fine. Hold on, make sure you pass it back to these guys. Because you guys are going to give you a review too. Oh, man.
You can taste the nice sweet tomatoes.
Hold on. At the end there, you get the bread and bacon flavor. Because bread and bacon is completely different than if you just tried bacon by itself.
Right.
It's a bacon bready bacon. Oh, my goodness. You saying something?
No.
Oh, okay. Hey, I heard him.
There it is.
His face was up the mic, and I was like, "Oh shit, is he saying something? It's just not broken." Okay.
They're not really flavorful. Or
Let me go first. Can I go first?
No, please.
I think we might all kind of agree with one or two of these statements I'm about to make. Number one, when you get a BLT chip, I'm not sure what to expect, but when you try BLTs in person, there's not a whole lot of flavor there. You got your watery tomato.
Right.
You got your watery lettuce.
Right.
Soaked up and sogged up the bun or the bread, right?
Right.
Of the BLT. Bacon,
right.
lettuce, tomato. The bacon is the last piece, and it's the hardest, thickest piece on that whole entire sandwich.
Right.
So the only thing that's going to stand out on a BLT, I feel like, is going to be the bacon mixed with the bread. There's nothing else to stand out here.
Right.
The consistency, when you try that bacon on a BLT, is what these chips consistency is. I got the perfect. That sounded like it was right in the headphone, Pop.
It was. I don't know what that was.
Was that somebody's phone? Was that somebody messaging me? Shit, I don't know. It sounded like right in our headphones. Anyways,
Right.
that BLT kind of tastes like a BLT, just not goopy and moldy as a sandwich that's had some lettuce and tomato on there for a little while. So
Right.
overall, it's a good flavor. I get the lettuce and tomato. The mixture of all the flavors combined tastes
Right.
like this chip. Like if you just decided to blend it up. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Middle of the road. Not the worst, not the best. I've tried many of other things like those Cuban sandwich fucking chips.
Right.
They have a lot more fucking flavor than these BLTs. But
Right.
is it bad? No. If I see it at a party, I'm going to take some. But I'm not going to just eat that. You know, I'm not going to go to the store and buy 4 more bags.
Couple times a year, Opie will run out, buy the most expensive bread, the finest, freshest lettuce and tomatoes,
Yeah.
and the thickest bacon in the world. And he'll make BLTs that are to die for.
Oh, he will?
Yes. And now BLTs are BLTs, but when Opie does it, it's a little bit special.
Well, because it doesn't happen every fucking other day.
Right. And his BLTs are a 4. These are a 3. You're exactly right on all counts.
Reminded you of a BLT, though, which
Right.
made you think of that story.
Right.
I agree. It's got hints and nodes of a BLT, but it's not. Maybe a little more salt would have brought all those other flavors out. I don't know. It's missing something.
Maybe. Late, what are you thinking?
You know, it's kind of like a bland chip. I mean, it just doesn't have any like distinctive flavors like
other people's wives.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have that refinement. No, it like
because we've been pounding it into submission. He likes the ones that have been beaten.
No, when you get a barbecue chip, it's a barbecue chip. You get a sour cream and onion chip, it's a sour cream and onion. When I bite into this, it doesn't have like BLT. It just is a bland chip
with a couple extra dabs of salt.
Right, just nothing that says that's a really memorable chip or that's got a really good flavor. So
the tomato stood out to me.
It's an okay chip.
I feel like to each of us,
I would eat the whole bag,
out.
but it's not a like, dude, I gotta go get me some BLT chips.
No, it's a Lay's potato
You know what I mean?
chip. It can't be bad.
So what score did you give it?
So I'm gonna give it a 2.5, just because
2.5.
because it doesn't have that go-to. I want to go grab another bag of that.
Right. It's 2 3s and a 2.5. What do you think, K-Dog?
I prefer those over normal BLTs because I don't really like the texture of tomatoes or lettuce
or food.
And,
you don't like bacon textures?
I like the flavor, so these are like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do your friends think? What do your friends think? You don't know? What do you think, K-Dog's chick?
K-Dog's chick, what do you think?
I think it's a 4.
Well, there it
is. Really
is.
good.
All right.
I'm almost done with the bag.
Just as riveting as Eric. All right. Go ahead, K-Dog's chick's friend. That's what we'll call you.
2.5.
Is there any reason that it's a 2.5?
They're plain.
Okay, very plain. You know what? I agree with that. They're kind of plain. When I get a BLT chip, I expect fucking boom BLT flavor in your mouth, and that doesn't happen. It's like a subtle, very calming. It's nothing that has pop rocks on it, clearly, but I wish there was more to it, which is why we all gave it a below average. K-Dog's the only one that gave it a 4, right? Yeah.
Right.
No, she
So,
gave it a 4.
Sorry, you're part of him. 2 4s. 2 4s, and the rest have actual common sense opinions. So
right,
we're good.
all right.
We're good.
There it is. What's next?
He's making fun of his dad. That's funny. If your friends weren't here, I'd fight you.
Right. Again. He just doesn't want to lose in front of your friends.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Besides these, Pappa J, which are last, is there anything on this shelf
Do you have any gummies up there? I want some gummies.
There's Welch's back there.
Let's do these.
Let's do some gummies.
We will do these because it's almost familiar. It's almost too familiar. You guys have heard of Gushers, right?
Yeah.
If
The old
you've heard
lady's
of-
getting a gusher tonight, I'll
You're
tell you that.
fucking gross.
What?
Because Eric's coming over? The
No,
boss
because he
man
wants
showed-
sloppy seconds.
Right? Boss man's going to leave early.
Oh, man.
You guys are fucking disgusting.
You're sick.
That's so gross.
I hate this show.
He
See the
started it.
juice, taste the fruit. All right, boss?
All right, there it is.
Jeez. Welch's Juicy Full.
What are those called?
Juicifuls, Juicy Fruit Snacks, Island Splash. It says made with real fruit, colors from natural sources, which is just dye.
Right.
Excellent source of vitamin A, C, and E. I can tell you, you've heard of Gushers?
Yep.
If this doesn't live up to Gushers, I'm holding the bag up to the camera right now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. These have a fruit, like a liquid fruit center.
Right.
And I hope to God they taste like Gushers because Gushers are the #1 snack when it comes to these fruity center things. You can literally bite half of it off and then just squeeze the rest of that gelatinous gloop into your fucking mouth. It's one of my favorite snacks ever. But let's open these up. You can open that door if you want all the way because nobody's barking or screaming out there. Holy shit, that smells like ass.
Right.
It smells like somebody stuck their finger in their butt and then tried to grab a few. That's not good. I don't know what that smell is. That is not a good smell.
No way for a fruit snack. Come on.
Oh, even the boss man was
the
like,
boss didn't
he's like, I
like it.
smelled some stanky shit.
right,
Look at it.
Wow. Wow.
Are they all yellow? Did you get yellows? Are they all yellows?
Yellow, red?
I got a yellow with a red filling. All right, you guys go ahead and discuss amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
Yours pretty good. They're definitely chewy, but they got a squishy center.
Not much gushing.
They need to be bigger.
Man, I love gummies.
Yep. Those are tasty. What was the name of those things? Welch's?
It's like leather, bro.
Maybe it's because I'm deprived of gummies because I'm trying to lose weight, but I don't know. I wish there was an actual liquid center, but the liquid
You
center.
know those I think they're called like
liquidy.
fruit leathers or something, where it's like
Right.
the strip of like
Yeah.
I don't even
Just
know.
processed fruit
It's
goo.
like dried fruit.
Yeah, it's like that is rolled up and filled with like liquid balls or something.
These
bro.
only
It's not
these
good.
expired last year. I mean,
Did they expire last year? Could have.
That about
I'm not willing to doubt it. Let's see.
well, it's supposed to be yellow.
Weirdly enough, I feel like we've given the best score to expired snacks, and we've tried a bunch of them. We have tried a bunch of them.
There's no expiration date.
Well, I can tell you right now, I picked those up from Five Below maybe like 4 months ago.
Back in 2022.
No, 4 months ago. I would say it's very recent. I went there. I go on shopping sprees at
Ooh,
Five Below.
The ones with the green in the middle taste like kitty litter.
Let me try.
Oh, that is not good.
Let me try the one with the green in the middle. Did you guys try all the flavors?
No.
Green in the middle is a 1. Red in the middle is a 4.5.
How do you tell if there's green in the middle?
Because you look at it.
Because you look at it and you can see there's green in the middle.
See, it's not that one.
They're all red. Is that green?
It tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
There ain't
There you
nothing there.
Bite it. Tell me that shit don't taste like kitty litter.
Oh my god.
Right?
Maybe these are bad.
I didn't even bite into the middle yet. I didn't get none of the juice.
Try
Well,
what
that's a failure.
Holy shit.
That is not good.
What the hell? What do you give it, Pappa J?
It was like the Skittles where you had the zombie Skittle in there.
You just never got the zombie Skittle?
Yeah, it tasted like kitty litter. This is not good, man. I can't believe they put this out. It's a 1.
And it's what is that? Juicy fruit? What is the brand name?
Gushers. Welch's.
Welch's. Welch's makes great normal fruit snacks. I will reach for a Welch's fruit snack. Remember Welch's? It makes your lips smack. The grape, the grape drinks that they used to do back in the 90s, the commercials. It makes your lips smack.
Right.
These fucking don't make your lips smack.
No.
My mouth is dry. It's all cottony. I think there's something
Damn
else
it.
other than fucking this juicy snack, which is not juicy.
That was a
what
failure.
the fuck? What was in the center? Is there anything even in the center?
I bit mine in half, and that's when the kitty litter goo just
It's-
attacked my teeth.
It's full of Pappa J's missing nut.
What?
There'd be bags among bags of those.
Well, I'm holding this one up right now. I bit into it. There's red goo, and it's gushing out. Like you see it.
A little bit. It's like a little drop.
But when you taste it, it's nothing.
Right. Just sugar water.
What score do you give it, Pappa J?
1.
What do you think, boss man?
You know, these are pretty good. I'm going to give them a 3.5.
What
You
the
didn't
fuck?
try a green, did you?
I think they were...
I tried a
you know,
green.
I didn't try a green.
The green isn't bad. I'm not gonna lie
What?
to you.
It's kitty
It's
litter.
the sweetest one. What kitty litter are you getting? Fermented with sugar, bro?
No way. There was nothing. There's
when he
nothing
says
sweet
kitty
about
litter,
that.
let me just reiterate. He's never taken kitty litter and shoved it in his fucking mouth. Or I take that back. I don't know that. I've never done that. But I understand what he's saying when it says it smells like kitty litter tastes.
Tastes like kitty litter smells.
I was wondering if you're gonna be like, yeah. I tried to get you there, but it's mace. It tastes like kitty litter smells.
The first bite, but like it's
like
sweet.
piss. It's like a
sweet.
ammonia piss taste.
No.
Right.
And it's not good.
Right.
But I think
Well, 2 of the 3 people in here,
Hey! Let me get my score though. It's a 2.
2. Oh, it's wonderful. It's a 2.
No, he's just trying to show you how big of a
Fucking-
pussy you are, Pappa J.
Fucking Sideshow Bob over there.
Is that the sound he makes, or is that another one?
That's Krusty the Clown, actually.
Krusty the Clown.
Sideshow Bob was played by
the one that
the
was
guy
in
who
prison.
played Frasier, right?
The one
Trying
that
to
was
kill
in prison.
Bart.
Oh,
Must
okay.
kill Bart.
Right. All right, so we have a what, Pappa J? 2.
1.
Boss man, you
3.5.
give it
1,
Boss
2,
man.
3.5.
I'm going to give it a 2 as well. The red, the other color,
Red was delicious.
it was delicious, and that's the only reason why it's getting a 2. But you know what? I take that back. It's not the only reason. When I eat a normal Gushers, that shit's gushing out everywhere. I have to like wipe the side of my lip because the fucking Gusher, when I bite into it, it's just spewing out whatever liquidy center it has.
Right.
They didn't pack this thing. I feel like Gushers are so packed. That's why they're kind of a more durable gummy than any
Right.
others. They get stuck in your teeth more often, but I feel like that's for a good reason now that since we've tried these. It's to hold in all that fucking liquid they have. It's so great, and that's what makes a gusher a gusher. If you're going to have a snack filled with a gooey center, it better be fucking gushing out. You don't got to call it gushers. It just better be gushing out, my friend.
Right.
And this wasn't gushing, and that's another reason why I only give it a 2. Did you give it anything? What did you give it there, K-Dog's chick? Go ahead and talk into that. Not below it. Just pull it down. Oh, don't pull it too hard. There you go.
I give it a 1.
Why?
Because it's not that good.
Agreed.
Like, there's not a lot of flavor in it. And then, like you said, like, when you bite into it, it's not really gushy.
It tastes just like part of the gummy snack.
Yeah,
There's
it
nothing
literally
even
just
gooey.
tastes like a regular
Well,
gummy.
just gummy snack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not as good. What do you think, K-Dog's chick's friend?
I give it a 1 because it tastes like those leather strips that Kaden was talking about the other day.
Those fruit leather strips?
The other minute.
The fruit leather strips? Yeah, those are fucking awful. If you're poor, you're going to get those. We get those all the time.
I actually eat those all the time.
Because we're poor. We're poor. We have them.
we have to bring the audience up to date. The other day, Kaden was talking about these fruit leather snacks. So that's what she was talking about. That's what she was referring to.
I meant the other 5 minutes ago.
That's too funny. The other 3 weeks
I
ago.
remember back in our day. You know.
Back 5 years ago. Yeah, the letter strips. No, those things aren't that good. So that's very disappointing for that
Right,
snack.
bummer. What else we got up there?
Well,
did I see a Jolly Rancher? Oh.
We have a snack that I don't
thought
think
we already tried those.
But hold on, there's a little revelation here.
All right.
And I'm gonna post this picture in our Discord
We've
after
been
the show.
seeing that all over the stores that Kim keeps asking me, and I'm like, I think we tried it, so maybe I screwed up.
We've tried those.
How many years ago was 8 years ago?
8 years ago was 8 years ago.
See, somebody fucking understands me.
I was thinking 8 years ago too. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking somebody understands me.
You didn't ask what year was it 8 years ago. You said
May 22nd.
How long ago was 8 years
Right.
ago? 8 years ago.
I know how many actual time frames it
I know
is.
how long ago
I don't know what the year was. Damn it!
I know how long
You know
ago
what?
it was.
The
I'm asking
fact
how long ago it
The
was.
fact that your friends that don't know me picked this up, K-Dog.
You don't even know English, bro. Get out of here.
They know me. They know
How
me.
long ago was 8 years ago?
They released the first batch.
Okay, first batch.
8 years ago in 2015 of S'mores Oreo. Right?
All right.
And my sister, because I posted a picture of it, and I said, ooh, OMG. Because that's what the cool thing was back then.
Right.
My sister posted 8 years ago. It says right here, why aren't they called S'moreos? Because in this picture, you see it just says S'mores Oreos. And 8 years ago, my sister said,
Wow.
why don't they call them S'moreos? Well, ladies and
Let
gentlemen,
me guess. Would that be Allie?
it would be my sister Allie,
All
my
right.
twin sister Allie. They now have what they like to call fucking S'moreos.
S'moreos.
Why would you call them
Trademark
S'mores
Allie.
Oreos and not whoever was the marketing brander or
Hopefully
the
he got
brand market?
fired.
Hopefully that dude's fucking gone because he was the biggest idiot in the entire world. Now they're calling it S'moreos because they probably saw my sister's post on my timeline. What are you
Right.
fucking dying, boss man?
Yep.
Jesus. You drink some beer or something? Hurry
I'll
up.
get some.
Yeah, drink something here. Limited edition S'moreos that have been coming out each year since 2015. I don't know how limited edition that is.
Right.
But I feel like we can find some. Now, these S'moreos, on the other hand, different story. We
All
might be
right.
able to find those everywhere.
Right.
Now, I don't think we officially tried them here, S'moreos at all on the podcast, but I think we've tried them. Just in general, regardless. Oh, look at that. S'moreos. Go ahead, take one, pass it on.
It's got the graham cookie.
If we reviewed it once before, I'm not too terribly worried about it. Go find us and tell us what we gave it then.
And it's
Because
got-
all of our reviews are going to be different based off our moods, our taste buds, what we've been eating
Right.
beforehand and afterhand. So who knows? Who knows?
It's got the graham cookie along with 2 different cream centers, chocolate and what I'm going to assume is marshmallow.
Can you believe that, though? They were called S'mores Oreos back in 2015. And my sister had to say, why don't you call them S'moreos, you dumb fucks?
Right. Now, how do you still have that text from 2012?
Because on
15,
Facebook, they have
19.
that review your history or
Yeah.
today in history, right? Where they show all of your posts that have happened on this day and this month, but from each different year.
Right.
It's called Time Hop, I think, on Facebook. You can go check them all out. But I was looking through that. I get notified once a day that says, hey, on this day, you posted this back in 2012, back in 2019, back in whatever. And I usually have 10, 15 things I got to read through. And my sister's in 2015 was right there with the s'mores Oreos post. And I was like, this is, I think you and I talked about it on one of the podcasts. And we're like, why don't they do this? Now here they are. I don't think they did it last year, right? We would have caught this last year.
Right.
This is the first year I think they were called s'moreos.
I'd like to say these taste like a normal Oreo, but instead
Areola.
Instead of the black cracker, it's just a graham cracker.
What cracker? I feel like that's double racist.
That is double racist.
Did
Instead
you
of the
say
black
that?
cracker, what the hell do you mean?
Get this out of here. I'm not talking.
Instead of the chocolate cookie, it's met with the golden graham cracker.
Right there.
Or I could describe stuff normally. Jesus, bro.
He looked
It's
like
just
me
a
when I did
cracker.
that.
Yeah.
Even when I make fun of people, he looks like me.
It's funny because I made the stupidest face I have,
Yeah,
and it looks just like you.
He pulled it right out of his arsenal, and it looked just like you.
Oh, I thought it was just the same face. Is that your same face?
No.
It looks like the same face. Stop making the face. Why are you looking like me, you fucking weirdo?
Oh, shit.
All right, Pappa J, what score do you give it?
Okay, now here's what's funny. It does not taste like a s'more in the least. I believe the last time we compared it to the s'mores Pop-Tart, which I burned you out on, and you talked about that.
Yeah, fuck that.
This did not taste like that. This actually, it's a downgrade. It tasted like the Hydrox, the vanilla, the blonde Hydrox cookie, which is the Oreo store brand Oreo knockoff Hydrox.
Yeah.
And it tastes like that, which is a fine cookie. It's a 3 out of 5, and so is this. But Oreo is a 5, and most flavored Oreos are between 4 and 5. This is a 3. Nothing wrong with it. I'll eat that whole bag, but it's a 3.
To be fair, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I had to go buy this today.
Because you ate them.
Because the first pack I bought, I fucking ate.
So I think we're getting a better score than a 3 out of you.
He ate it last week.
I ate that pack just a couple days ago, and I was like, fuck, we were going to talk about this. I got to go buy another one. They have one. And
you know what he said? Noel ate them.
He did try to blame Noel for eating
he's
snacks,
like, the
didn't
kids keep eating my snacks. I think it's
What a
Mr.
dick.
Munchie
I think
over
there's
here.
a difference when I'm sitting here saying I eat the snack versus I don't know what the fuck happened to that snack.
Well, earlier, you know what he said.
I don't know. I think he's like...
And then there's witnesses in here that said they saw my children pop up there.
I think what you're doing is you're providing what's known as a cover story. So that way you can refer back and say, remember that one time? Right, it's you. We know it.
Yep.
I just admitted that
Fucking
we
snacks.
see it. We see it.
I just admitted
you're
that
catching
I ate
up to us.
That I ate it back. No, you guys are fat as fuck.
No, I
I ain't
don't know,
never
buddy.
catching up.
Not me.
I ain't never catching up. Look,
Not
it still
me.
looks like semi six pack.
190.
Let's see your 6 pack.
He's got a pony cake.
He's got an actual
it's
cake.
right here.
That's too funny. That's funny, but hey, that score for me is a 4.
All right.
I'm not gonna give it a 5 because there are better tasting Oreos out there.
Right.
But it's definitely a 4
It's
for
a good
sure.
one.
I'll eat this pack and probably go buy a fucking another one and then blame it on my children. Either way, this was a good snack overall. You're right. It's another reason why it's not getting a 5. It doesn't necessarily taste like the campfire Oreo.
Right.
I get the graham cracker taste quite a bit.
Right.
But the filling tastes just like, to me, a standard chocolate mixed with its normal white filling. Sorry. So,
It's
K-Dog's
just-
chick, you got something
you
you'd
got
like to
something?
add?
Go ahead. Breathe into that microphone.
You know exactly what this is?
What is it?
It's an off-brand Girl Scout cookie s'mores cookie.
You know
Look
what?
at that, she
It
nailed
fucking
She
is.
nailed it.
What the hell?
That's literally what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Were you a Girl Scout? K-Dog's
No,
chick? Oh,
I was not a Girl
She's
Scout.
got it mixed up.
You see
It's a real brand s'mores cookie, not an off.
Was that a fart?
That
dude?
was.
Was that a real fart? Oh, it sounded like I heard it loud on the microphone.
Sideshow Bob.
What, did you try those Oreos, K-Dog? What do you think?
I already said it tastes like a regular Oreo,
Right.
but with a graham cracker.
All right,
Remember the black cracker?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You racist fucker. Give it to your K-Dog chick's friend. Go
Can
ahead.
I give my score?
I thought you just chastised me because you didn't give me a fucking score.
It's a 4.
Okay, go ahead.
God damn it.
Go ahead. There's 2 4s.
It is also a 4.
All right, get out of here.
What about K-Dog's chick's friend?
It is
4 and
also
a-
a 4.
Go ahead.
It's a 4.5.
Oh, damn.
4.5.
I think we might have found the MVP. Hey, K-Dog, I don't think we have enough cups. We got 4 cups.
Yeah, you three are gonna have to share germs again.
That's fine.
You've been passing. Drink
Excuse me?
around all night.
They've been passing doobies around? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they've been passing something around. I think they're passing herpes around back there, I think.
On top of the...
You're passing herpes around.
Already on it, Bob.
Get one ball off.
All right,
It's
now
probably a twist top.
the boss man.
No, it's just too much there.
Yeah.
Had to make room.
Oh, it is.
For what?
The boss man.
New coochie?
You what? I heard new coochie in the background.
My rot pocket?
You got a rocket pocket?
A rot pocket.
Pocket rocket?
Yeah.
That's weird. All right, let's go ahead and move on before this
What do you
gets a
have
little
there?
weird. There's no fucking label, boss man.
The label fell off.
Boss man, why'd you peel the label off? What the fuck? I'm like, all right, this kilt lifter here is brought to you by the boss man. No, it looks like a kilt lifter. Look at the top and everything. Kilt lifter top. I'm holding it up to the camera now, the label, because apparently the label fell off this drink. This is called the Facola Cola. Anytime,
No, the
anywhere,
the F has
anyone.
a positive emphasis, so it's fuckola cola.
Oh, you mean the there's something else. The F has an emphasis because you say fuck, fuck.
Like
you
fire.
Funcola Cola.
No, there's no N in there.
Funcoland. Remember Funcoland?
I do.
That's
not a Funko Pop.
Funcoland. Yeah. Fuckola Cola. That's what this is called. No joke. I'm holding the label up. It is a soda? What is this, boss man? Where'd you get this?
It's not a soda. It's a cola.
Oh my god. The stuff pumped late this bottle. The stuff pumped into this bottle is, and it talks about the ingredients. What?
Oh wow.
And it's
This
not.
is
It's not a
fucking
sody.
Where'd you get this?
I got that at Ace Hardware down in Tucson.
You got a fucking soda drink at Ace Hardware in Tucson?
Well, we were getting some hardware down there, and I'm walking along, and I see Fuckola Cola. I'm like, gotta have it. Grab that bottle.
I feel like we're all about to get fucking roofied right now. The fact that the label fell off. This looks like a bottle top.
Eric dropped 4 Percocets in there.
4 Percocets. I guess we can go ahead and
Let's do it.
Try this.
You're about to get fucked. What?
All right. Oh,
I don't care what you do for a living.
Oh my
What does it
god.
smell like?
Okay, you remember
So it's a cola.
remember Awanas?
Yes.
Not Camp Awanas, but you'd go to the church in West Concord
Yep.
to do Awanas.
Yeah.
Is that where you did it, or in Dodge Center?
I did my West Concord Baptist Church, which is no longer a Baptist church, by the way. We'll get to
No,
that.
there's 2 different churches. There's the historical center, which we used to play our games in and reverse Bible verses, recite Bible verses.
All right.
But this smells like those rooms.
Does it?
It smells old. It smells
Musty?
kind of black, moldy. Definitely musty. Smell that out of the bottle, Pappa J, before he moves it on.
Let me snip your hole there, late.
Sniff the hole. It's like
It does.
It's like an old
Old
asbestos,
books. Old books.
asbestos building smell.
Old books.
That fucking smells brings back so many memories. I don't even want to drink. I just want to smell it.
I'm afraid it's like drinking liquid leather.
Oh, that's fucking different. Not what you expected.
It's actually a fine cola.
Watered down Coke.
When you look at it, it shouldn't be brown. When you taste it and then look at it, it should not be brown.
Tastes like dirt.
It's very subtle.
It almost has a hint of root beer in there.
It's a very clean
Did you get that right at
It
the end?
kind of tastes like you got the Otter Pops that were not melted, and you put all the different colors, the blue, orange, red, and I think green, into one cup and drank that. That's what this fucking tastes like.
No, because it's not very sugary.
You're right. There's water mixed in.
Yeah, it's not very sugary. It's a very subtle flavor. A hint of root beer, a splash of RC Cola.
Sprite.
Maybe. I don't really taste
There's
any
something
lemon
that's
lime.
refreshing in there.
It's
now.
got ginkgo biloba in it.
What the fuck is ginkgo biloba?
It's
What kind of
a-
racial
It's got
term is
cola. It's got cola nut.
Right.
that? like Cane's nut.
It's got clove, sage.
Clove. That's what you smell.
That's what it is.
That's what you
It's
smell.
got Mad Dog weed in here.
It does? Fuck. It's got Mad Dog weed?
Wow.
What?
Look at the ingredients.
Mad Dog weed? Are you fucking kidding me? We're all about to get fucked up.
It is a very subtle taste. It's very clean. It's actually not bad. This is a 4 out of 5.
It was right next to all the weed.
There is Mad Dog weed in here.
That's in
What is
most-
Mad Dog weed?
That's
I
in
have no
most
idea.
colas. It's what gives it the cola flavor.
Let's see. I'm going to look it up. Mad
They asked about a medical marijuana card or something.
It's not marijuana. It's like
Scullery Mad Dog Weed. It's no shit. The last thing on this label, I'm going to hold it up to the camera. You guys won't be able to see it. But I'll hold it up.
Enhance. Man, if we were on CSI, I'd be able to read that.
Right. The last ingredient in this fuck-ola cola is Mad Dog Weed. It says that in parentheses, Mad Dog Weed. Holy shit, we're all about to be fucking... What are we about to be right now? Pappa J, I'm nervous. Are you guys nervous?
No.
Look at you guys are all like,
I know exactly
I'm so high. What? What is Mad Dog Weed?
Gives it, like, the cola flavor.
But when I go look at a can of Coke, it doesn't say Mad Dog Weed in there.
Well, for one, that's fake Coke.
That one's where they say natural flavors.
It's in most colas.
All right, in Pepsi Cola, when I read the label, it doesn't say Mad Dog Weed.
Have you ever gone through and read
All
the
right.
label?
All right.
What is it, Pappa J?
An American mint, and you can taste a little bit of mint
There's
in there.
something in there, yeah.
Right, that's what we're mistaken for root beer. An American mint that yields resinous, used especially formerly as an antipismotic. What the fuck? There's a bunch of words in here that aren't
Antipismotic,
words.
it means you don't piss a lot, I'm assuming.
I want to see what this is.
What, you're looking up antipismotic now?
Yeah.
It's like demonic, but pissmonic.
A pharmaceutical drug that suppresses muscle spasms.
That's what Mad Dog Weed leads to?
You
Right.
mix it with beer?
Oh, shit.
Let's see what resinous means.
Oh, shit.
It just
pouring it
means
in.
resin.
Well, we all know what resin is. It's
I don't know. Bottom line, it's
it's
a
the bad
4.
stuff out of your pipe.
Right, it's what you use when you run out of actual dope. You're scraping the resin.
You got your keef and your resin. You got two things to hold you over. You know what keef is, Pappa J?
No.
Oh, my God. Have you ever... Holy shit. I know this ain't the podcast, right? We've had plenty of... BigLipRadio presents the podcast, but... Do you know what a grinder is for weed?
No.
Have you ever had a little device where you stick your nugs of weed in it? It's got little teeth in there, and you can move it like this. Kind of like a salt and pepper grinder when you're grinding out the...
We would just put it in the bowl and
you wouldn't
put a
pick out the
lighter
seeds
to
and
it.
stems or anything like that?
No, it'd pop and snap everywhere, man. Sometimes blow the entire fucking bowl clean, man. Pop! Right.
So this little grinder thing, you can put your nugs of weed in there. Nowadays, by the way, the shit doesn't come with seeds and stems. I hope you understand that. They've formulated the hybrid seeds that don't put out seeds and stems. You can spend, I feel like, $10 on a bag and not get any seeds and stems. It's the weirdest thing ever. But you take these nugs, you put them in this little grinder thing, salt and pepper, and you grind it, right? And there's a little screen there. So it lets all the fine material fall through to the bottom of this grinder. And after you've used this grinder for like maybe a month or two, depending on how much you consume as far as marijuana, there's a thick or thin layer of this powder substance on the bottom, and that's called keef. It's all the crystals, all the granules, everything that comes off as you're grinding at the bottom.
Interesting.
And then you mix that up with your, what is it called, resin?
Yeah.
And then you apparently get down on that stuff.
Okay, so is that
allegedly.
Is that Mad Dog or Mad DAWG?
Is that where's that label at? I don't know. It's like K-Dog, D-A-W-G. This is D-O-G. M-A-D-D-O-G-W-E-E-D. Oh man, we're all about to get drug tested tomorrow. We're fucked. we're gonna go to jail, get fired from our jobs because this fuck-ola cola had some Mad Dog weed in it. Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure if it had CBD in it, it would have to be on the label very large.
Anything, not just CBD, bro. You worried about CBD? You can still work with CBD. You can't work with anything else. But I do know. Did we? Any of us give our scores on that yet? Pappa J, go ahead. You first. What's your
Yeah,
score?
it was a 4.
What do you think, boss man?
That was pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It was not a bad cola.
All right. What do you think, K-Dog?
It's a 4.
You guys are so descriptive. What do you think, K-Dog's chick?
That was a 1. It tasted like dirt. It was bad. It was bad.
Like you picked up the otter pop that your brother dropped in the dirt and you're trying to hand you one and being all nice?
If I had a brother, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like dropped it in the dirt and then like
And then you picked it up and you're like, all right, I feel bad for this guy. Still got to eat it.
You're
It's got
like,
a little
"Here."
dirt on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I see
It
what
was
you're saying.
disgusting.
What about you, K-Dog's chick's friend?
A negative 40.
Whoa, like a 40 ounce of freedom?
There was nothing offensive about this drink.
It
you
was
get
so bad. It tasted like dirt. Like if you fell and like face first into the dirt, and then you like had to like lick your lip. It tastes like blood and dirt mixed
It's
together.
got an earthy taste to it. I can definitely see that. I don't agree with the negative 40, but I definitely agree that it does taste like fucking dirt. That's why I mentioned the Otter Pop falling in the dirt and you picking it up and trying to still eat it anyway because you're trying to be respectful. Yeah, there is a dirt flavor to this. Much like when you eat a jalapeno or drink a jalapeno drink or have some sort of artificial jalapeno flavor, it always has that earthy dirt taste. And it's never been a bad thing for me. Some people like it, some people don't. Who in here likes cilantro? Raise your hand.
I like it.
3 people.
Tastes like soap.
4 people like cilantro. I fucking hate cilantro. It tastes like I just bit a chunk, like Pappa J said, out of a bar of soap. There's a little bit of dirt flavor to it, but on the other hand, I like the jalapeno flavors. You guys all gave your score. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's not good. It's very confusing. Very fucking confusing because I'm like, what does this taste? I have so many different things I can put my finger on that this tastes like, but my goodness, it is in the middle of the road. Would I go grab another bottle? No, but if I was in a party and I was trying to be funny and be like, hey, go fuck-ola, right? Fuck-ola cola. And they're like, what? And I was like, drink this, you pussy. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun, right? Fuck, make somebody else drink it.
Using the actual name of skullcap, which is what Mad Dog Weed is it is an herb that is used to relax. It's not a CBD, which is used to change your mood.
Yeah,
it's just a relaxing herb, not a getting high herb.
So you could drink this instead of smoke THC or CBD.
I don't know that it would have that effect because it's not a mood-altering chemical like CBD is.
This shit's very
it's
strange.
just relaxing.
This shit is very strange.
I've
my
never
friend.
heard of it.
Me neither. But
It's
that's
a
all right.
purple flower.
I can tell you, I went ahead and I mixed it with my Coors Banquet. I mixed
great.
about half and half of Coors Banquet and this Fuck-Ola Cola.
Yeah.
It tastes really good. It tastes like my Coors Banquet turned into a flat Coca-Cola that you've left out open for a day.
Right.
And then you went back to drink it because you're
Right.
like, oh, I need some soda. This tastes like that. It tastes like, you want to try it, Pappa J?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Pussy.
You are what you eat, Dick.
Yeah. Well, you can't call me a dick.
I just did because you are what you eat. Dick.
Prove it.
Well, I mean, don't make me dig through my phone for the pictures.
Go
You
ahead.
know, we both know I have.
I believe you have them. Show everybody. Show everybody.
That is your uncle.
Show. Wait, that mean I
Just
be
wanna put
S
that
and your
out
D,
there.
bro. How'd
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because you know what I like.
Before we get even more canceled, let's go ahead and announce the MVP
Snack time.
for tonight's snack time. Do you know what the winner is, Pappa J?
Scores were all over the place. No one universally liked anything.
I feel like
the Orioles probably.
the couch audience gave this all a 4 and above, by the way. I also gave this a 4 because it's not a 5 because it's not original.
I gave
Oreo.
it a 3.
You gave it 3 and the boss man gave it a what?
3.5.
This is your fucking...
All right. The S'morios.
The S'morios are an MVP, even though we've tried them before, maybe multiple times. Who fucking knows? They just call it S'morios instead of S'mores Oreos,
Right.
which I give them credit for. Ah, my gosh. My gosh, Pappa J.
Right.
Let's go ahead and cut to commercial break since we're at a good stopping point. We're all full. We're all about to go take a piss
Right,
break.
there's only
maybe
10
a shit
minutes
break.
left in the show.
Let's go ahead and cut to a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about Pappa J's adventure to
Yeah.
Minnesota. Woo!
Oh man,
What's up?
I just beat my last video game.
What do you mean you beat your last video game?
Yeah, I just beat Super Mario, Donkey Kong Country. I mean, I beat them all.
Are you sure you beat them all?
Well, no.
Well, you know what you need to do? You need to get yourself down to Fallout Games in Tempe, North Phoenix, Paradise Valley, or the Mesa location. They specialize in all the old school video games. Or you can go to falloutgames.net and see what they got online as well. But it's best to go to the store location. You get the whole experience. They even got Legos.
Oh, geez, thanks. I'm going now.
Have you ever wanted to fly a plane?
Yeah.
Well, you can now with Big Lip Radio's new game called Fly the Plane. You could check it out on the Google Play Store for free. Yeah, that's right, free. Yeah, that's right, free. Yeah, that's right, free. Yeah, that's right, free.
What was that?
That's right, free. Yeah, that's right, free.
Oh, boss man, let me tell you something.
What?
Let me tell you something. You just got called by a couch full of preteens that you're not funny.
It's all good.
How's that feel?
Preteens.
I don't care.
You don't care?
Respect your elders. No, I don't care.
You are old.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, old as fuck.
Oh, who knows? You're probably trying to bang their moms, too. There's doubts flying everywhere in the studio tonight. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. If there is any sort of doubt to be had, it's
Right.
who's the boss man
You know what?
fucking.
Aha!
Dad, you were married to my mom at one point, which
Well, that's kind of how you were born.
that gives Eric more
You know what? I was
attraction.
in fucking boot camp when all that shit went down. Was that you? Were you the maintenance guy?
My hair used to be curly.
You're what did?
Did it come out of your stomach?
No, you came out of your mother's. Not mine.
funny.
Or boss man. He's got a big enough one to fucking house a baby or
Actually,
two.
have you lost weight there, boss man?
I have.
Because it's been
Look, he looks at me like, thanks for noticing,
It's been a
fucker.
couple of weeks since I seen you. You do look like you're down about 10 or 15.
I'm getting there.
Yeah,
That's because he's doing the Pappa J diet. He's sick.
Dude, all you gotta do is run through the crack neighborhood.
all you gotta
Right.
do is just be fucking sick.
Right?
That's Pappa J's diet.
No, I'm mad because I couldn't exercise when I was sick.
Well, you know what I'm mad about is when Pappa J was over in Minnesota, which was the reason why he wasn't on last Tuesday's episode.
Right.
You didn't send me any fucking pictures.
I
Pappa
didn't
J.
take a lot of pictures.
You
you're
didn't
right.
send me pictures of you and Tanner like broing it up.
Right.
You
Oh.
didn't send any pictures. You sent one video
Here.
on our fucking where our Discord. I don't remember where it was of you going into a random game store. You took a trip to Minnesota last Tuesday for the whole week up until Thursday. You were there before Tuesday, obviously, but to see my family, some of our favorite people in the entire world,
Right.
And none of them live here in Arizona.
Right.
So, and I didn't get no status updates like, oh, Tanner's great. He's not as retarded as his text messages make him sound.
No,
oh, hey,
he's fine. He's
Tanner,
perfect.
Tanner's really cool. Oh, yeah, Tanner said fuck you to his mom while I was there, so she kicked him out, and I bought him a house. Like, I showed up to his mom's house on a fucking motorcycle after she told me not to. Like, what the fuck happened, Pappa J? You were in Minnesota for a good, 5 days?
No, I was 8 days.
Holy shit!
Right.
And he didn't
From
tell
Friday
me
to
nothing.
Friday, right.
You've not told me nothing. So something's great has had to happen for you to wait till this Tuesday to tell me all the shenanigans that went on, all the family drama, all the cousins and nephews you got to see. John and Kathy?
Yes, I did.
One of my favorite people in the
Right.
entire world.
They're still
besides
awesome.
yourself. They're still awesome?
Still awesome. Now, first of all,
oh shit.
I was supposed to leave at plane's supposed to take off at 7:35 Friday
To go to
morning.
Minnesota.
Right.
Okay.
We get a text message from Sun Country Airlines at I don't know, about 1:15 in
Is that who you shouted out?
Yep.
Is that who you shouted out on fucking Twitter to say you wear a penis on your forehead?
They're gonna wish that I hadn't.
You were
shouted
supposed to be
them
here
out.
that day, by the way, so you could, defend yourself, but you didn't.
Because there was no penis on the forehead. But
You
anyway,
text it, it's on their fucking thing. It's on our show. You
it's
see
not
it.
even on there. So anyway, they said, oh, it's going to be delayed until noon. It's going to be delayed until blah. Plane finally took off at 8:30
p.m.
at night.
Holy shit.
That sounds
So
about right.
what I did was I took advantage of that time and I unloaded all the boxes from the pod next to the game room
Yeah.
into the game room.
Remember, that's what we talked about the week before.
Right.
Who's going to be there to unload your shit?
Right. Well,
Because
it
you're
was me.
supposed to be in Minnesota.
Well, yeah, right. It was me. So then we called and had the pod removed from our premises.
So maybe it was a
And,
blessing in disguise, kind of.
Well, thankfully, because when I got back, I could just jump straight into the game room.
Yes.
But so anyway, after being, of course, it's incrementally delayed too. You gotta get another text. You're 2.5 hours behind. Another text. Another hour. Blah,
Once
blah,
you're already
blah.
at the airport. That's so stupid.
Right. Well, actually, at this point, I'm not because
You got lucky. You figured it out.
Right.
Yeah.
So we finally take off. We get to Minneapolis Airport.
It's funny. I snapped at the executive producer to get out of here, and you kind of got up and tried to leave too.
Right, I
What kind of
gotta
shit
go.
is that?
So anyway, we get to the Minneapolis airport. It is 3 a.m.
Ooh.
Now, when we
50
bought
degrees out.
When we bought our tickets, we bought a ticket from Phoenix to Minneapolis and from Minneapolis to Rochester. Now, what we didn't realize, quit making fun, I fell off my motorcycle, hit my head.
It said you've done that. You sleep while you talk.
No, I have to close my eyes to get the distractions out of my head so I don't lose my train
What?
of
Because
thought.
I'm just standing here doing the windmill in front of your face? Like,
Right.
how distracting is
the
this place?
helicopter?
You're
right.
literally just looking at me.
Right. Say, well, there's lights going off. There's video games here. Video games there. There's arcade machine back there. There's a lot of shit happening. Okay? So, okay, ooh, you turned off arcade machine.
That's
Everything else is still going.
Hey, get out of my room. Get out of Caden's room.
So, we said, man, do we miss our connecting flight? How's this going to work? Oh, the flight's not a connecting flight. It's a goddamn van trip. and they quit at 1 o'clock in the a.m.
Yeah.
So we got no way back to Rochester except for a hello $300 taxi ride.
Oh my God.
Right, because the shuttle quit running at 1 a.m. Wasn't going to pick up again until 4:30 in the afternoon the next day. So what the fuck is this
Do
shit?
they have Uber out there?
They have Uber, but nobody's going that far.
Or that late type of thing?
Right. No,
Yeah.
yeah, this is Minnesota. The whole state's got as many people as Mesa, okay?
That's true. That's true.
It's fucking... It's
That's why they call it the land of 10,000 lakes, because there's not too many people to take up that land.
Right. Yeah, the only tourism they have is medical tourism. People go
Right.
there for treatments.
The Mayo Clinic.
Right.
Which is where you apparently died from last Tuesday.
Right.
In the Mayo Clinic.
So so finally we got to our hotel at almost 5 a.m. It's like, fuck, man. And Kim's been up all night. Of course, you know me, I can sleep anywhere, anytime. So,
Quick question. We took a poll on this. What'd you do on the way to Minnesota on your flight?
Slept.
That's somebody called that because we were talking about you were playing a video game and what system you brought. We predicted that you brought your Nintendo Switch. Did
Right.
you bring your Nintendo Switch?
I did.
Holy shit. Now, the only game you played there we all talked about was Advance Wars.
Right, because everything else was
Is that
so
literally
packed
it?
away. Right.
Okay, so,
Right.
and then after we talked about that, somebody came up, I forgot who it was, and said, hey, maybe he just slept. You know what? No, he just slept the whole flight there. I don't
Right.
remember who. Maybe it was
Right.
Mark Bulk Lesnar, because he was
Right,
sitting near
because Bulk witnesses me sleep at work every day,
Yeah,
so he knows.
He's like, maybe he slept. You know, I'm going to go with he slept there. And sure as shit, he's fucking right if that was the guy who guessed it. You slept
Right.
on your way to Minnesota?
Right, and I slept in a cab ride all the way down, too.
Oh, so you just let your wife be vulnerable?
Yeah.
She'll
deal with-
protect. Your wife will protect you.
I told her what I was doing was I was preserving energy just in case I had to stand up and fight. So that's what I was doing.
What the fuck? Your logic sometimes, man. It's
messed
got me
up.
so fucked up.
So anyway, I slept the whole fucking way, and so we get there, and of course Saturday, Pat has a reunion for us, and there's
Your aunt?
Yep, there's
My second aunt?
Yep,
Yeah.
there's John and Kathy there, and
Your aunt and uncle? My
yep.
second aunt and uncle?
Yep, Toots and Ezra's there, and their kids. And,
Any of the Joe Meyer? Is he
Joe
there?
Meyer got
Joe
to
was
see Joe
there?
Meyer.
You
got to
see
meet his
Joe?
wife and
we
and
played
the baby.
fucking Destiny and all
Right.
these other video games with him,
Right.
and all of his children and his wife that lost like 400 fucking
Right,
pounds.
she's looking good.
She's looking amazing, by
Right.
the way. Holy shit!
Right. So so that was cool. Then Sunday, I got to see Carol had a reunion for me, so I got to see Susan and Sonia.
So the red carpet was just laid out for
Right,
you.
it was great. I'm eating all this macaroni salad, and I told Kim, I said, get used to bars and casseroles, because that's what we're gonna be eating, and that's what we were eating. And bars and casseroles.
What was your favorite? How many reunions did you go to, by the way?
Those two.
Which one would you recommend? Because there were the same people at both, or were they different
No,
people?
different people. So it was two completely different experiences.
Why? They're all the same family. Why is there two different people?
Well, one, I didn't want to have to spend 2 seconds with each person because it's a huge family,
That's
right?
true. That's true.
So I wanted to have time. And two, there's always friction in the family, so you
Oh,
gotta
you
divide
don't
that
say,
shit up,
huh?
Right.
You
In
don't say.
Well, first, before I get to the friction,
Go ahead.
I met my half sister.
Oh, that's right.
For the first time since
Is she
was
hot?
2. Oh, she's gorgeous.
What does that mean?
She come.
You sat there and said she's gorgeous and shook around like you knew
Yeah,
what you were talking. I feel like you say every woman that has a tit and vagina is gorgeous.
Oh man, I love boobs.
Oh man,
Fuck, I'll tell you.
Oh man,
what.
so for being your half sister, how hot is she? How awkward of a question
No,
is
it's
it?
like,
And you're sitting here talking about you're
look,
like,
I'm bringing out the pictures of her lates immediately. Hand it over.
Instantly.
Hand it over.
No, fuck him. Give it here. Hand him around the left way. There you go. Keep some things away from him. You can't bang all of our. Yeah, she's pretty. Wait, holy shit, she looks familiar.
Well, of course, she looks a lot like your mother did, and she has your mom's laugh. It was freaky as shit because they've never met.
The big
right,
cackling laugh.
Right, the exact laugh. So blew my fucking mind.
From just the middle of the nose up,
right,
on both cheeks, and
Right.
I mean middle of the nose around the whole head up.
Right.
It looks like my other sister, Stephanie.
Kind of.
I was like,
Kind of.
holy
Well, they all
Oh.
get that look. They all get that look from my grandmother, your great grandmother.
Yes.
That's her look.
Grandma Olsen.
No, Smith.
Smith?
Yes,
She
Leona.
looks really familiar.
I've never met.
Stop
her.
it.
I've never met her.
No, you haven't.
Like 1999.
Get out of here, boss man. Why don't you pull your
There was
pants down
that
right
summer
now?
concert.
Last time
back
I
in-
saw her, I was 9. She was 2. It was at my dad's funeral.
Ooh.
Not to bring the show down.
Ooh, well, yeah, but so you got to meet her again. Is she what you thought she was gonna be?
She was just engaging, lively, a lot of fun.
Like a Smith is.
Right.
Okay.
She had a son, Connor, and daughter, Gabby, and they're great.
His kids?
Never know.
Boss man's kids?
Yeah, so anyway, let's see. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of my grandma, Leona.
Naked?
Because I have one.
Grandma Leona naked?
Uh-huh.
I'm down.
There she is.
Oh, that's a good one. Boss man, why is her hand out this time?
There she is.
Okay.
Can you see it? That's your mom and twins. That's
The
where they get
nose
look.
is a little.
And the eyes.
is
Not necessarily.
I was like,
nose.
the nose looks like she's got punched by her husband a few
Right.
times.
Well,
but
she did.
Yeah,
that's no lie.
Who were you telling me about the other day? Yeah, I can see that.
That's no lie.
Who were you telling me about where you don't have to say the names, but you're
You
like,
know me, I'm a private
you're like,
person.
he beats the fuck out of her, and your emphasis on the word beat and fuck
Right.
was something I've never heard in my life, and it caught me off guard. I was
Where
like,
was that?
Oh,
who
I
was
know.
that?
Listen, I know who it was. I just don't want to say the names because they listen to the show. I know exactly who it was. It's one of my favorite people, and I told you about this favorite person because he usually has a cane. MS may be involved, things like that.
All right.
So yeah, he brought laptops
I never
over.
said that. That's insane.
You said that.
I would never. That's that's insane. And B, bring the
He
tape.
beats the fuck out
Hey,
of her.
bring the tape.
Don't
That
make
never
me
happened.
go find it.
Go find it. That never happened.
I don't know.
Right. That never happened.
Well, I feel like that lady
So-
had the same doom as the other woman we were speaking of that
So-
got the shit kicked out of her.
That never happened. So,
Oh my God! Look at the drama that's coming up, Pappa J. You're like,
no, I'm gonna find. Okay, here we go.
What are you showing us now?
Okay,
You're-
now after I got to meet everybody.
You're still in Minnesota when you discover all these things you're showing us, right?
All right.
Okay. just
So
make sure.
I met Tanner. That the Tanner Studios is named after.
Tanner Studios at Big Up Radio.
Right.
You got to see Tanner. The reason why it's named after him is because we didn't think he was gonna fucking be here.
Right.
Got in a wicked motorcycle accident back in October of 2021, middle of COVID, and I went and visited him, by the way, back then. So we didn't think he was going to be, let alone here, this far along. You know what I mean? He's talking.
right.
He's got friends. I see his posts on Facebook. Tanner is my favorite person of all time. Let me tell you that. We've had so many good times together. He's come out and visit before his big accident that turned him into a kind of a different person. I'm so curious about that, Pappa J, because when he was in the hospital, when I was there, he was in a coma.
No, he talks slightly like a deaf person would talk when they master language.
That's kind of how his voice was, nasally.
It's
kinda
right,
like,
and not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it's really not that bad. Comes so long. I mean, so far. He's working 20 hours a week at the bowling alley. I mean, he's holding down a job. He's working out every day. I mean, he walks 2 miles as part of his
He
regimen.
sends us videos every hour and a half on our Instagram, by the way. If you go look at our
Oh, yeah?
messages, he just the first one is from Tanner, which I appreciate. messages. Just scroll through them, and they're funny and everything like that. But there's usually about 5 or 6 a day that he sends us, and you get to see him now. That's really cool.
Right. And
did you tell him we named our studio after him in person?
Oh yeah, he knows. He knows.
I know he
told
knows.
him. Yeah, I told him.
But I don't know how he is in person. You know?
Yeah, no, he's perfectly fine, perfectly coherent. I don't know if he could. I don't know if he could care for himself outside a group home situation.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that maybe he needs Tracy to get along
Who's
day
that?
to day. Oh, needs my sister to get along from day to day. I don't know if he could do it. I don't think he could live on his own.
Gotcha.
Just from a lack of income.
Yeah.
And because he's gonna get tired out, but 20 hours a week is probably where he's at. As
It's a
far
good
as
amount of
work
time.
goes, right?
Yeah.
And
especially somebody who doesn't have to do that and they choose to do that.
Right,
That's
but
a big difference.
There was no part where I'm like, "What'd you say?" or "Dude, that didn't make sense."
Or did you really get hurt?
Yeah, there was nothing like that. Everything was perfectly fine. It was a perfect conversation. It was, just like Trump. It was a perfect phone call. It was a perfect conversation.
Perfect phone call. Meanwhile,
he was much better than I had anticipated, and
he doesn't have my benefit of the doubt. Weirdly enough,
he's completely together and with it. I would worry about stamina. I would
how long he can be that way.
Right, and I was with him for an hour and a half, and
Did you have your pants were your clothes on or off?
Mostly on. I saw nothing to indicate any sort of confusion or anything.
So he had a penis.
Two of them.
Okay, two of them. That's confusing.
Right.
That's confusing.
So,
fucking way confusing.
So here's the drama, right?
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
So there's
we knew
drama.
it was coming.
Who do you think is with, boss man?
Tracy.
Yeah.
Hey, I was waiting for somebody to say her name.
What did he say? Was that Tracy?
Whatever her sister name is.
Why don't you just pick up Tanner and go somewhere? I'm not up.
So
for a
this
visit.
is your sister saying this to you.
She said that before he got there.
Were you in Minnesota when she sent you these text messages?
It was the morning that I had arranged to meet with him.
Did you take him around on a motorcycle?
Rochester doesn't rent motorcycles, so I was unable to procure a Harley Davidson.
So then a
for the week.
4-wheeler.
So let's see.
What happened?
So then the next day she's like, "When do you leave?" I said, "Early Friday."
That's fucked up. You got there.
And she said, "That's not soon enough."
The next morning after you traveled there, she's like, "So when do you leave?"
Right. So she says, "I'm going down to see Dad's grave tonight. You can come with if you want."
You're like, "Go fuck yourself."
And I said, "I'm at Valley Fair today." I was on the wild thing, dude, texting.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. You went to Valley Fair. We could do a whole
yeah.
another
Oh,
2-hour
so
show on that.
great.
Did you ride the Tower of Power?
Oh, twice.
That's I will never ride that.
Twice.
It's the scariest fucking
It's
ride
so
I've
great.
ever been on.
It
Every
is
roller
so
coaster
great.
put me in there. The Tower of Power, no. It's what, like 100 fucking stories tall?
Yeah, you can see my house from here.
You can see so much. You're the highest thing in the park
It
or
is.
around.
It is.
And you're sitting, there's a pole, right? And around this pole, there's seats
Right.
that are facing outboards.
Right.
And there's probably 5 seats per side. Think of an octagon.
There's 3 or 2 depending. It's a 3-sided deal, and
Think of an octagon, right?
Kinda.
Anything like that, but on each of the flat surfaces,
I
there's
gotta
two
look this up.
or three chairs.
Tower
the
of
Tower
Power, huh?
of Power. And it goes up so fucking high.
Right.
And each side does a different thing. Like if you sit on the red side, it'll shoot you straight up into the air as fast as it can and then bounce you down. The second one, the blue side,
That's just a line.
will shoot you up, but then you'll pause at the top. And then you'll get shot back down.
it'll actually you got one that shoots you up, and then you got another one that raises you slow and drops you down.
Yep, and you got one that's the one I hate the most, where it raises you up slow,
Right.
and then it hangs out at the top for like 2 minutes, and then drops you.
Is it in Siam Park?
No, it's
No,
in Valley
Valley
Fair.
Fair,
Valley
Minnesota.
Fair. It's one of the biggest theme parks I think I've ever been to.
Now Valley Fair's been bought out by Knott's Berry Farm.
Okay, that makes sense.
And-
Knott's Berry's a good one too.
I didn't know this because I thought they were still mom and pop owned, but in 2005 they dumped Papa and his wife. Remember, they used to have the orchestra conductor,
Yeah.
the marching band guy.
Yep.
And the big mascot.
Yeah.
And that's when I think they were bought out because now it's all Peanuts characters.
Oh, like Charlie Brown and all
Right.
that stuff? Okay. Snoopy,
Right. And
Lucy, Lionel.
So, this is just like a demon drop.
I would imagine.
There's plenty of other rides that have replicated the Tower of Power, like the Tower of Terror. You've been on that at Disney World?
Yeah.
Was it
Right.
Disneyland or Disney World? I don't think
this
it
is better
exists. I
'cause
think
the
it's
same thing.
the
just
Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy ride, by the way. But
Yep.
you go up in this elevator tower when you're at the.
Yeah, but see, you don't know where you're gonna drop this thing.
You're outside. There's nothing holding you. Your seat can literally fall off, and you can
Right.
fucking die.
You can catch your vomit on the way down.
You're not in anything. You're exposed to the elements. You're outside.
It's
There's
amazing.
Nothing to hold your how high up you
It's
are.
the way to go.
Valley Fair. Fucking nuts, my friend. Sorry, we got sidetracked with that. But Tanner's, you're with your sister is texting you days before you're supposed to see Tanner, right?
No, that was the day of. The
Hours
day of.
before you're supposed
Right,
to see Tanner.
right.
And what else she say?
And then the next day she's like, when are you leaving? And I told her. And she goes, well,
Never, bitch.
How's your day looking tomorrow? I said, I'm meeting on Pat and Company for brunch.
Did she not go to any of these reunions?
No, I never saw her.
What
I
a
said,
dick fuck.
getting back early because we leave at 4 a.m. I said, want to meet us there? Some pizza buffet.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite, but I have no love for Pat. And,
That's your sister saying that about your aunt?
Right. So, skipping some things.
I know you're skipping through things right now, but I had to ask one question while you're
Yes.
skipping through. He's just playing at the video game, and I'm just ignoring it because I can't read what's
You
going
can't
on.
read.
My glasses are...
Anyway, go ahead, please. We're telling the story.
What is the deal? Why is it so hard for our family to put not even differences aside, but just ignore them for that point in time to enjoy the moment? Why can't we do that? Not even just you.
Most of us can't.
Not even just grandmother. Not even my mother. Not even just me. Why can't any of us just say, even her?
Right.
Okay, I get it. We have a shit rough history, rough past, and it's not even shit rough history. It's people
Right.
choose to hang on to things that happened 20 fucking years
Right,
ago
right.
that don't want to let it go. Why can't that just for maybe a day be let go? Because when I went out, let me tell you how fake all this bullshit is.
Right.
Because you know the feud your sister and I have had. You know the feud. Maybe that's the only thing I've had, and it's because I don't deal with your sister's bullshit. I will tell her I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Come to me when you're done fucking around. Like I think I've sent her those text messages. When you're done playing games, come
Right.
talk to me. I'll be here. I love you. Whatever. How come when I go there to visit Tanner in a state of mind, that I go there and I'm literally staying with your sister, which is just a couple years ago. We've had
Right.
plenty of feuds beforehand. That I can put all this bullshit aside and just ignore whatever game she's trying to play, and it doesn't work with her because clearly I made it back alive.
Right.
Clearly she doesn't still text me.
Right.
There's nothing going on here. Like I go there, do what I want, and I come back and still do what I want.
Right.
I just ignore the bullshit. Why can't anybody else do that same thing? That's proof that I can push whatever feelings you've said, because she said some hurtful things about my mother.
Hell yeah.
We can get into it. We've already talked about it multiple times. She
Yeah.
said some hurtful things about her own mother,
Right.
my grandmother,
Right.
and both those people aren't here right now. How come I'm able to push that, sit aside, and still go have a great time? And even she didn't act like anything was wrong until I got back here, and all of a sudden whatever messages came to you flew through.
She's claiming, and I don't have time to read them because we were running way late.
I told you didn't I give you a precursor though?
And
I did.
Right. But she claimed that people are doubting her educational credentials, that she faked everything.
I took half her fucking college tests.
She sent me her credentials.
I didn't know Zach passed all those for you. I thought it was like 4 or 5.
But anyway, she goes,
So people are doubting her college credentials?
Yeah, that's what she's claiming.
No, just tell them to come ask me because I know she got through it because I passed them for her. No shit. Ask her.
Well,
ask her that question. Did Zach ever do any of her
She got a
college homework?
master's degree just like 3 years ago, though, dude.
When she was starting off on her bachelor's and
Right.
then going into her her
She's
master's.
going into her doctorate right now, but she's on her past her master's now.
Ask her if I helped her with any of her college classes, just without any context. Just say, "Hey, has Zach ever helped you with any?"
No,
of
I
your
don't. I
assignments?"
don't expect I'll talk to her anymore. But
Oh shit! Go
Yeah.
on. Sorry.
Oh.
I'll keep going down the roads.
I was wondering why you were sidetracking me. I'm like, hey, this.
Well, because I'm trying to get into all this. Like, this is the shit I want to talk about the whole podcast for, but we can't because we do other things.
Right. Well, her main beef is I wouldn't let her. Well, I wouldn't let her come down and see Mom on Mom's last days when Mom told me not to let her come down.
You know,
So-
she texted me for both your sister and your mother.
Yeah.
If she should come down, I said I said if it was me, I wouldn't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm
Right.
going down. I would
Right.
find a hotel close to wherever my mother or my sister's gonna be at, and I would fucking go down there.
Right.
And you think anybody's gonna kick you out of your own fucking mother or sister's funeral? That's the problem. She thinks, yes, somebody will kick me out. No, we're not that petty. Just certain people are, and it doesn't look like any of those people are here in Arizona. Go ahead.
Right. So, anyway, she says mom controlled you right to the end, and she still does. From beyond the grave. I said, she goes, do you remember when my family came there and you couldn't take time to say goodbye because you had to take her for groceries? I said, no.
When the fuck was that?
And then she ignored it. And she goes, Tanner is planning on coming there. Just know, if he takes the steps, there will be consequences. He is considered a vulnerable adult and will result in charges on the influencers. So,
whoa, we're influencers now.
So if
hey Tanner, come to my house. You can stay here as long as you fucking want.
So if somebody who prides himself on being ODD starts saying there's plans, there will be charges pressed.
What is ODD? Opposite of defiance?
Yeah. And let's see. I stayed out of your territory. I ask you do the same for mine.
Nobody asked you to stay out of our fucking territory. That's the problem.
Right.
Did you spray paint?
Territory? What is this, a fucking
spray
gang?
paint the neighborhood with your sign?
Right.
BLR.
Right. She goes, hey.
What?
I really hope nobody important is listening.
People who listen to the show aren't too terribly important because they have nothing better to do with their time. Unless they're family, which I love you.
He's planning on coming down for winter. Just like he planned on coming down there October 14th on a motorcycle when the accident happened on the 13th.
Hold on. Let me tell you.
The same day your advice was to carry a helmet for those states where it's illegal to ride without a helmet. Don't ever give him any kind of advice again. Again, this is why I can't visit with you.
She said all this.
I helped blue and you bleed red. It doesn't work. Now she's getting political.
She helped blue and you bleed red.
Right.
So she's a Democrat and you're a Republican.
Right.
What's that have to do with
You
anything?
live your Trump lifestyle. It's not welcome here.
What, you mean not being controlled?
Right.
You mean not being threatened by other people?
I just responded okay.
Why'd you respond?
I just said okay. Because she wanted me to take the bite and run with it.
What
I
if we
said
do?
okay.
She likes to bicker.
What would
have
happen if
the
you
center
said
of attention.
nothing?
The same thing. This way she just knows for sure I read it and didn't care. Instead of go, did he read that? How come he didn't respond? Did he read that?
So back when
This way she knows I read it and don't give a fuck.
Back when he was first coming out of his coma a year or so ago, she had messaged me somewhat of the same thing. Tanner plans on coming down there.
Right.
I hope you don't support this, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Well, motherfucker, let me tell you something. I don't support anything besides my family and children.
Right.
My immediate bloodline family, where you can see most of them sitting on the couch, maybe just one of them, but I feel like they're all a part of my family. What you see right here is all family. And do you think I control what they do?
Right.
That's what I don't get. You think I could? If he's leaving, it's probably if he's leaving you to go to another state, there's probably a good fucking reason for that, right?
Right.
And do you think she hasn't told him any of this?
Let me ask you.
I'm gonna blow the lid off right now and text him. Hey, your mom's telling you not to come down. And
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me
because you'll be involving me because there's nowhere else you would have heard that but me.
I can text
But
Tanner
you're not
and
gonna
say,
talk to her
hey,
anyways for the rest of your
this
life,
is what I'll
so
do.
what
I'll
does it
text
matter?
Tanner. I'll say, hey, do you have any plans on coming out at any time? He's like, yeah, in December. I'm like, all right, Tracy, I'm telling your son to come out in December.
Because you need to understand one thing.
Yeah.
Even if I never said anything to you and you did that out of the
She's gonna
blue,
think it's
she
you.
would never believe I didn't say anything to you.
Well,
Why do you care? You're not going to talk to her anymore.
What would be the deal if she said, hey, did you tell Zach? Why couldn't you tell her, yeah, I told Zach?
Because she's going to think I'm trying to play games and start trouble.
Okay, what's the big deal?
Because you're not going to talk to her
She does it
anymore.
all the fucking time.
Well,
the one time you're like, all right, fuck you. Not even that. You're just complying.
Let me
right?
ask
You're
you-
like, hey, I accidentally told Zach.
Let me ask you something.
Zach's gonna do
Hold
this.
on. Let me ask you something. You're doing a lot of talking for somebody who's not having a story. Now, check this out.
Well, because I'm like, you fuckers. See, all these people try to control your fucking life. And the one time you should be able to be like, I want XYZ. People are there to smack your dick with a fucking ruler and attack in the end of it. They stretch that sucker out across the desk, and they're like, whack, whack, whack. You don't get to say shit, Pappa J. And your own sister who's in another state who doesn't give a fuck about us is making you say things you don't normally say.
I'm not saying nothing.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not saying anything.
So if Tanner showed up at
You're
your
saying a
house
lot.
yesterday, tomorrow, what would you do?
What would I do if he showed up at the house?
If he showed up at your house without any sort of plan, just, hey, I'm here. What would you do? Would you call his mom and say, "Hey, your son's here"?
I'd be like, "You got dinner plans? Come on in."
Yeah, and then hours later, wouldn't you text your sister and be like, "Hey, your son's here"?
No, I would ask him if his mom knows, but I ain't contacting her for anything.
Yeah.
You send her a message. See, he loves me more.
Okay, go. Sorry, I get hyped up when I talk about certain people.
What do you know about the accident?
I know that there was an attempt to take somebody's life on purpose.
Nope.
I know. I know that there was a illegal substance being used for this very reason.
Okay, because the story I was still getting now when I talked to Tanner told me everything.
Well, of course Tanner does.
When there's no
iMessenger involved for his mother to fucking confiscate.
I didn't know anything. Last I knew, anything that had been done had come back clean, and just nobody knows what happened.
There's a reason for that.
And
because people lie because they don't want to feel
that's
embarrassed.
what she told me. She lied her ass off.
It's a fucking lie.
So all I ever preach to anybody when they get on a motorcycle is, man, don't even have a beer and get on a motorcycle.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
What makes anybody think somebody would say, "Oh, I'm going to ignore that," but he said wear a helmet, so I'm going to do that? Why would she put me through that fucking guilt trip knowing that was all a fucking lie? It was all a fucking lie.
She knows how to get you.
Holy fuck!
Have you not met your sister?
She tried to make me feel guilty that he wasn't wearing a helmet because I never told him to wear a fucking helmet.
She does that a lot. And what I usually do at that point is, because I'm still young enough to not understand, and I think this might come with age, because I don't see her point of view. I understand that if you bite back, there's nothing she can do. You know why? She ain't my mother. She ain't my legal guardian. There is nothing legally she can do to us at all, period. Even if later, guys. Thank you guys so much. Nice to meet you. Later, K-Dog's chick. There's nothing. Thanks for coming over. There is nothing. Sorry, saying bye to the other executive producers. There's nothing that she can do to ever destroy, hurt, tarnish, make up lies. Do you think she has a podcast she's just going on there talking shit about us for? No.
Right.
Who has to one up in all of these situations?
Right.
Why do you think that is? Because we discuss it every time on the fucking show she comes up.
Right.
Every time. And it's never lies. It's never us saying, "Oh, she is fucking psycho." It's messages that we've read that proves she's fucking psycho. It's never. The only reason why we know all of what we know about this woman is because she's texted it to us in one way or another.
Right.
We never once have said this person's bad, this person's a bitch, this person's this. Yes, we have said she's a psycho. Maybe the boss man has called her a bitch before.
I'm pretty sure she's psycho now.
But the thing is how fucked up you gotta be to tell your brother, "Hey, don't let my son come down to Arizona, otherwise you're going to fucking jail."
You're going to jail. And by the way,
what does he think we're fucking
it's your
five?
fault he was so injured in the accident because you didn't tell him to wear a helmet.
What if I told Tanner, "Hey, your mother's going around telling everybody, whether you are or not, that Pappa J's fault that you got in that motorcycle accident because he told you to wear a helmet only in states that it's legal in."
Right.
What if I told Tanner that?
Right.
Is she not afraid that we're just going to go to Tanner and say, "Hey, your mom's controlling your iMessage account and sending us lies," which I have.
Well, right.
I fucking have, and I've caught her doing it on the show.
Right.
I've caught her sending messages through Tanner's iPhone account on the fucking show.
Well, here's the thing. If I'm such a horrible person, why would she send me all this ammo to use against her?
I hope she's listening. I fucking hope she's listening.
I've never mentioned anything to Tanner about any of this, and I never will. But at the same time, if I'm such a horrible person, she gave me the gun I need to shoot her with. She gave it to me. All I gotta do is show him those texts, and he ain't gonna put up with that.
Hey,
it's over.
Send me a screenshot of this.
No.
I'll make sure this never happens again.
No.
Listen, we talk about how she can't control her life, how she can't ruin her life, how she can't do nothing.
Right.
And we're talking like this person like fucking molested us back when we were children.
Right.
No, this person's never done anything that derogatory at all besides play mind fucking games.
Right.
Literally is what she plays is mind games. Physical games don't exist because she can't hang. Mind games barely exist because she still can't hang. She's fucking herself based off what you're saying. She sent you text messages that say, "Don't do this." She sent me text messages that says, "Don't talk to Tanner about this."
Right.
And you know what I do? I go right back to that fucking phone number. Hopefully she's not the one monitoring. I don't give a shit either way. And I've told Tanner, hey, your mom's telling me specifically not to talk about these things to you.
Right.
Like alcohol or coming out to visit. Remember that? I told Tanner that to his
Right.
fucking face, which is then why he decided to message me his new phone number a week later. So, Tracy, how about this for your pipe? You know he's got like 3 phone numbers that you have zero idea about. I got them all saved. I talk to him freely without you fucking knowing. Why are people like this? Why can't they just mind their own family's fucking business?
Hey.
And if other people want to come visit, they can come say hi. When you start going, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, you raise so many red flags against yourself.
Let's be fair. The only number I text them on is the number I've always had, so I don't know anything about
I have 3 or 4 numbers.
That's hilarious.
It's not a hard thing to do. Once I told him that, hey, your mother's monitoring all your fucking iPhone messages, he instantly, a week later, texted me, hey, this is my new phone number. I still have the old one. Don't text it.
Wow. All right.
We're not fucking dumb. It's these. If you want to play games, like, I will pay for his whole fucking phone bill just so we can all have personal, truthful communications. And you're hearing it right now on BigLipRadio.
And you know,
Tanner, I will pay for a whole nother fucking phone bill for you. I will do it so you can get away from your mother's fucking grips. It's like Misery, where she's keeping the dude in bed, fucking breaking his legs where he can't get out, and all he has to do is sit there and write the fucking story. Who is that lady? That is your sister. Misery.
He never got out of the Cackadoodie car. Oh, what a great movie.
Right? Where she's telling him how the character should be. And it's not even her book.
Right.
She's just reading the drafts, and she's like, you know what you should do? Even though I'm not a writer, I just consume it. You should do this. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I said it. Go fuck yourself.
You know, I understand you're harboring a lot more resentment than I am.
It's not resentment. It is actual anger. I will say this. It is anger because you're literally fucking your own family. You're the only one now doing it.
Right. Well,
you're according to your two people you thought were doing it. Your mother and your sister are fucking gone. You should be happy now. It should be life happily ever after for you, fuckface.
Right, but now it's because I'm Trump. I'm living a Trump lifestyle that everything's fucked
What'd
up.
you say? Which side has the guns?
I did that one time.
Well, because she's a fucking twat. She sits there and texts you all these stupid things.
She said the war's coming. I remember this. She told me the war's coming and we're not on the same side. And I told her I know I'm on the side with the guns.
And it's not like you're gonna shoot her, but fucking who do you want to be with? The side that doesn't believe in the Second Amendment or the side that does believe in the Second Amendment?
Right.
Like, it's common sense. You want to be taken over by your own government, or you want to be able to stand up against your government?
Well, you know, the only thing I worry about, this is my only legitimate worry, because you know, Pat, and no one's going to believe anything she says about me.
And you saw everybody in your
And I saw
family except
everybody.
for your sister.
Except for my sister.
What a fuckface!
And I have
Sorry,
texts
I'll
telling
say it.
her. I have texts of her telling me not to come. Okay, so you know she can't.
She did the same
She
thing.
can't make up any stories.
She did the same thing to Johnny, by the way.
Even Camilla Harris told him not to.
She did the same thing. I was there at their house, and I said, Tracy, I'm going to text Johnny to come over. Is that cool? She's like, I thought he was like 4 or 5 hours away. I'm like, no, he's literally staying at the hotel waiting for you to say it's okay for him to come over to see Tanner and hang out. She's like, nah.
Right.
Well, I was like, all right, whatever. My brother John, your boy John, I apologize. I should have said, come on over, have a great fucking time.
Right.
I'm so sick of these fucking controlling games.
You know, the only thing I worry about is her poisoning Tanner against me. That's the only thing I worry about.
Weirdly enough, I don't think that'll ever happen. Because we have so much proof, we have so much evidence, we have so many text messages of her specifically saying, don't do this. Don't do XYZ.
Right.
Please don't say XYZ to Tanner. We have these in messages. How stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? You might as well just call your brother or myself and say, hey, don't fucking say anything to my son, and then hang up. Because we ain't going to record it. We ain't going to be on ready. And now we might be.
Right.
But you dummy, you're sending us text messages, and we're keeping them.
Right.
In case Tanner's like, you guys are fucking assholes. We can be like, nope. And I'm going to send a mass flood of fucking text messages to him saying, hey, no, this is what your mom's done. This is what your mom's done. And you know what? If he has to come fucking live here because you decide to desert him like you have your whole other fucking family.
Damn.
I'll even say this without even asking Kaylin. He's got a fucking room here. He's got a room here. I will keep him, and I will fucking reap all the rewards for taking care of an adult, because I know you guys get monetary fucking rewards for taking care of him.
Oh, shit.
And you're still fucking bitching.
Hadn't thought about that.
You're still bitching. Nobody's here to take your money away from you. Fucking cripple all your kids and get all the money you
Oh,
want.
wait.
Nobody fucking cares.
Wait. And then blame your younger brother for
cripple
it.
all your children and then blame your fucking brother that he told him he's crippled because he didn't wear a fucking helmet.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this for a while, buddy. Sorry.
He's crippled because of BAC and .28.
Yeah,
for
he's
God's
crippled
sakes.
because you pushed him off the fucking cliff, dumbass. You gave him a beer and said,
God's
"Go ride your
sakes.
motorcycle." How's that feel? Huh?
And
You did it.
You know what? It took everything I had after that not to confront her about the. How dare you?
I hate
How
hearing
dare
that.
you blame me for shit when you know it had nothing to do with the situation.
Yes, I agree to a bunch of points, but I think that's what makes you and your sister different from me and my sisters. Me and my sisters, we don't talk all that often.
Nope.
But the communications are open. It's not that we don't talk that often because we hate each other. It's because we're living our different lives.
And when there's a problem, you guys address it.
We speak about it. We don't just assume about it. We
Right.
speak about it. I got a text message from Allie saying, "Hey, is it true that you think my titties are small?" And I'm like, "What?"
What?
I guess yeah, you know what? I remember. I did say that. And she's like, "Yeah, I know. Kate fucking told me." And I was like, "Oh, okay. That makes sense because I talked to Kate about it."
Why would you talk to Kate about your sister's anatomy?
Because we were watching Trish Stratus on WWE and her boobs are busting out of her shirt. And I was like, "Holy shit, those are huge boobs." And my wife's like, "Oh, you mean like your sister's?" I was like, "Oh, my sister's titties are small." You know what I mean? Just that type of thing. Because I didn't want to think of my sisters.
All right, well, there's the title for the show. All right, everybody,
Small
thanks
tittied
for
sisters.
listening.
Hey, Tracy, you got small titties too? I hope you're one of these 3,000 people that are watching.
They're probably small but long.
Orangutan titties. They're just hanging to the floor.
Okay, that's not funny.
It is. Man, why does she wish so much hate on everybody?
I have no idea. I mean, she could have seen me. Everything would have been fine. You know, if she.
I mean, you went to Valley Fair. You went to.
I had to go to Valley Fair alone too, because everybody was at work.
Hold on, you went to. Whoa! This is a whole nother
Me
fucking
and the old
tour.
lady, right?
Oh, hey, I knew it. I fucking knew she was watching. She said, Kathy said, "Hi, Zach and Pappa J."
First of all, I'd like to
Kathy,
point out.
I love you. I miss you. I want to see you forever and ever. Come move to Arizona.
And I want to point out that everything I said was just jokes for the radio.
Oh, so you're gonna but
baloney.
what, you never say anything bad about
Just
anybody.
jokes for the radio.
It was just me. It was just me. And that's how I
jokes for
feel.
the radio.
Listen, the Lerman side, I love them all to death.
Right.
Grandma and Grandpa Lerman, I know. If not one of them, both of them, passed away. If not
Right.
one of them, I'm not sure which one. But they're awesome. We'd go out to their farm.
Right.
They'd hang out. There's Lettermans who are great.
Right.
There's so many people in our family that are awesome, but yet we choose to focus on just one who can bring down the whole bunch. And I'm not asking for any sort of confirmation from you, Kathy, but just maybe a smiley face in the chat that you're watching. maybe something along those lines that says, "Hey, you know what? She's a little Jared's sister," without naming her at this point in time, which you already
Tracy.
know her name, is a little crazy. Just a smiley face.
Oh, she sounds bipolar.
Just a little crazy.
Understand this. When I decided to talk about this today, I decided that if it got back to her, that's just the way it is.
You know what's gonna get back to her?
But
me sitting here saying how piece of fucking shit, how big of a pile of shit she is because she's treating her family like this. Because there's a reason why she's a big pile of shit. It's not just me thinking that. She's treating everybody that cares most about her like complete fucking garbage.
I suspect nobody cares enough, personally.
You know what? I kind of agree with that.
I suspect
There's
nobody
people
gives a
who are
shit.
able to do what we're not, and they live right next to her. Kathy said, "We were home, Pappa J. You should have called us." What? You didn't go see him?
Of course, they were at the reunion on Saturday.
Maybe they wanted you to come to their house and hang out.
Well, I didn't know they were fair people. Who's gonna go to Valley Fair?
Apparently, Kathy would. She said, "We're home. You should have called us." Aren't they retired right now?
Fuck, that would have been fun. Oh, yeah. Shit, yeah.
What the fuck is your problem?
Now, keep in mind.
Listen, I apologize for my uncle's mistakes. I would have called you guys.
Hold on. Last time I saw John, and we make no secret that John is our favorite uncle, both of us.
100%.
Right?
I love
Last time
John.
I saw John was at Jenny's wedding in 2008 or 9.
Yep.
And he was in a chair.
Yeah.
Okay? And
It flares up every once in a while.
I didn't know how long he'd have. Do you know that dude is in phenomenal shape? I mean, he's got a cane, but he's walking around, high-stepping, joking. His sense of humor is back.
Have you ever heard
he's
of
funnier than he's ever been.
Have you ever heard of woodland paintball?
Uh-uh.
It's a now this might have happened between 2010 and 2013, maybe even 15. But John, and a bunch of their friends had a paintball team. It was called the Woodland, I think,
Holy
paintball
shit,
team.
really?
And they were both on it. John had a handgun.
Really?
Even my brother, John Smith, went and played with him a couple times.
Yeah.
And sometimes John would hop out of his fucking chair and start crawling on the fucking ground with his pistol and start shooting people. He was a gangster, man.
Yeah.
Gangster.
No, he's doing great. He looked. I hadn't seen him since 2008, and he looked easy 10 years younger than I saw him in 2008.
Yeah.
Okay, he looked phenomenal, and
there was a rough patch.
I was so gratified. I had tears in my eyes, man. I was so gratified to see how great he's doing.
Yeah.
But basically, as far as anything else goes, I don't think anybody cares enough to want to drag it out, but
appeal or what's the word where they participate in Tracy's bullshit? What's the word I'm thinking for?
Antagonize?
No, well, Tracy isn't antagonized.
Right.
Nobody wants to pay any attention to that shit there because they've probably been around it for so long.
Right.
They don't give a fuck anymore, and they probably don't even see it. It's like when a cat lives at your house.
Going to Valley Fair with John and Kathy would have been the shit.
You just had to say that. You should have. You went. Hold
That
on.
would have been the shit.
You went by yourself.
Yeah, it was me and Kimmy.
Yeah, why didn't you go see them?
And Kimmy don't ride the rides.
So it was just you?
It's just me. Just me. So I got my fast pass. So I'm walking up to the front of the line, right, shoving two middle fingers up everybody's ass on my way up to the front. And
that's weird, though.
And I know, and everybody's like, "Oh, just you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I brought me and all my friends."
Did they say they're like, "Oh, it's this old guy by himself"?
Almost everybody. Just you? Yes, just me. Almost everybody, dude. It was a little embarrassing, but I wanted to hit all the rides, and I did hit all the fucking rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, overall, did you have a great time down there?
Oh yeah,
I know we could
loved
sit
it.
here and just poke on the negative. The easiest thing to do is talk about negative things. It's the easiest thing to do, but the hardest part is to find out the silver linings in this negative-ish story.
Right.
It sounds like the only negative part was your sister,
she was the only
and she
negative
wasn't
part.
even there. She was.
It was.
You didn't even see her physically. It was just a text message that just she had to take the cigarette, the last part of it, and just put it out on your fucking
The
forearm.
difference is she's the most interesting part to talk about. It's not very interesting telling you how great my half-sister and her family are. It's not very
That's true.
interesting
That's true.
telling you how great it was seeing everybody at the reunions again.
That's true.
Because it was phenomenal, and I got to spend a lot of time with everybody, and everybody's doing so good. That's not very interesting to talk about, but that was 95% of the vacation. And
was hanging out with family and friends with a good attitude, good
Right.
behavior. They understand morals and ethic. They know family doesn't last forever. They really want to get them
Right.
close and cherish them. Much like Kathy on here. We appreciate you, Kathy, for tuning in. She said you guys are great, by the way. We couldn't ask for any more. You guys have been a big role model in my life, much like my
Right.
own uncle has. But just know
I
that
patterned my entire attitude after John.
they've taught me so much. The first laptop I ever saw in my entire life was Uncle John bringing it over to Grandma, my Grandma Smith,
Right.
your Mother Smith
Right.
house because I put a porn virus on it. Some type of shit. He's trying to get the porn virus out the computer in the house, so he's got to bring his laptop over. I was like, what is that thing? He's like, oh, it's my portable computer, right? So weirdly enough, they call it a laptop, but it's still called a PC. Personal computer. Why couldn't they just redub that for a portable computer?
Right,
For laptop?
right.
Anyways, we appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in for this fucking 2-hour-long episode. I told Pappa J at the very beginning of the show we might hit 2 hours because there's so much I want to talk about, so much I want to bitch about, and so much I need to get off my chest. And I appreciate you all for tuning in and listening. But, Pappa J, can you agree family is everything?
Yes.
And
family is not necessarily blood, but family is everything.
Family is everything. They'll be there for you through thick and thin, which some people consider blood. Some people don't. There are shitheads in every family. Am I wrong? Just like at every job, there's a couple people who are like, oh, fuck, I got to stay away from these guys.
Well, shit, I'll guarantee you there's a lot of people who in their story, I'm the villain. It's just life.
Isn't that weird to think about?
It's
Other
just
people's
life.
stories you've fucked up somewhere, and they now hate you for the rest of your life.
They're the main character in their life, and I'm just the villain.
Oh, my God. gosh. You're not a villain to me. You might be to your sister, but who cares about her? She ain't out here. And we're going to claim your son. So just remember, he's going to come out here and never return home.
Oh, my God.
Sorry. Call the cops. I don't fucking care. What are you going to do? Call the cops? Oh, my capable son made a decision of himself. Oh, wait. No, his what is it? His cousin told him, showed him a picture of his penis, so he didn't want to come home. Like, what are you going to fucking say?
Right.
Like, I got a fucking closet right there I can put him in. You
Right.
got plenty of room here.
Right.
Again, thank you all for tuning in to listen to our horse shenanigans.
Right.
The top part of the show, we went over quite a bit, like the live show recap we did at Gotham City Comics. Yes, we do live shows. Not only that, we confronted the boss man and why he specifically claimed Pappa J's wife. And what was your reasoning? Exactly what his reasoning was when we asked him. Then, man, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's out here for the meat.
He's out here for the meat. He's playing Jeopardy on Nintendo right now.
And if you got a ring on it, he'll be after that too.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go like and subscribe. Check out all of our lip service. You can subscribe to our lip service for $5 a month, and you can get content that can actually get us fired.
Right.
Like if you want us to get fired from the nest, go subscribe to lip service for $5.99. You can do that at BigLipRadio.com/lip service, or just go to Big Up Radio, check out everything we have to offer for you. Also, go to Google, type in Big Up Radio. If you're a podcast person without visual, we have iHeartRadio, we got Spreaker, we got Spotify, we got iTunes. And if you are the kind of person that likes to watch a podcast live, you can go to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, BigUpRadio.com/live. All these other places you can check out our live show. So I guess you guys got anything else to say?
I'm good.
All right. With that being said, we'll catch you guys next Tuesday. Thank you so much. We love you, Kathy, and we'll see you guys next time.